Listen, I played in the NFL. I've taken enough shots to last a lifetime. And let me tell you this, taking a shot just to lose weight, that's not a smart play. That's why I roll with Brain IQ. The all-natural weight chews cut cravings, boost metabolism, and sharpen focus. No needles, no chemicals, no crash. Just results you can chew on. And Brain IQ is not just about weight chews. They've got a full lineup of all-natural products to keep your mind sharp, your body fueled, and your health on point. Skip the needles, choose natural. Order now. BrainIQHealth.com/REF/1LiveStew. Brain IQ Chews. Smart, natural, built for results. Dogs and poodles, you're in the dog.
Possibly, yes. And they're still waiting on law enforcement officials to confirm that if, of course, is in fact him. Of course, 5 months ago when this all happened, you even had the district attorney, Jason Williams, come out and say that he was personally afraid of Garrett Groves being on the loose because he tried this case tried those murder cases along with a couple of other lawyers.
Good morning, world. We got to thank God every minute of every day. What up, though, Detroit? WGPR Hot 107.5 HD2 in Detroit. Good morning to the good folks at the Sports Rap Network, because we are in the D. Also, good morning, Grail, KK Ash, Griff. Honorable mention to Shedrick Moore. It's your boys, the Two Live Stews. He's Doug, I'm Ryan. Together, we are the Two Live Stews, and this is your Two Live Stews experience. I say good morning to all of y'all. Now let me say good morning to you. Good morning, Dougie Stew.
Good morning, man. How you?
Feeling great, sir. How you feeling?
I'm good, man. I'm still dealing with this little thing in my eye. I just noticed it just now. It wasn't that obvious in the little pregame show.
Everybody says urine works. Everybody says urine works.
I'm not going to do no urine, man. I'm great, man. How about you?
It looks more like tanky this morning. I'm doing wonderful, man. Absolutely wonderful. Got a couple things to mention before you get into setting things up. But it's kind of amazing to me, and this is your boys, the Two Live Stews, Doug Stewart, Ryan Stewart, makeup of your Two Live Stews and your Two Live Stews experience. Kind of amazing to me how you and Tree get a sty at the same time on y'all's eyes.
What are you talking about? Tree doesn't have a sty with her eyes.
Tree is dealing with something with her eyes.
Oh,
You don't even, it doesn't matter. But yeah, how do y'all deal with the same thing at the same time?
Yeah, that's what they call a coincidence, man. I mean, it has to be that. It has to be that.
I got two things I want to do real quick, if it's okay with you.
What?
First thing I want to do is tell everyone
we also have to talk about that clip that we just came into just now into the show.
That's a great idea. There will be a Two Live Stews fantasy football report today. Things didn't really work out in my favor this past week, but I'm going to be the adult in the room and still do the report and mention some things that need to be mentioned. No, don't act like that. Don't act like that. But there's
that's how you do it. Huh?
There's a rampant cheating situation going on in our fantasy football league. I'm trying to get down to the bottom of it.
How can you cheat at fantasy football?
How did Trump win the presidency? So
I don't think he cheated. Technically. Why do you think people are cheating? Just because you're losing?
Well, I don't want to get into it right now. We got to keep this business in-house. It's being investigated. I'll get down to the bottom of it. But there will be a fantasy football report being done today.
Okay. All right. That's
and
good.
Second thing. In the last couple of days, 3 to 4 people have pulled me to the side to say that they really appreciate the fact that we're going 3 hours now. And I informed them that we're not doing 3 hours. However, when we get done doing our 2-hour show, we read chat and we start with the super chat. And the people have been such an amazing blessing to the platform. We ultimately end up being on for another hour.
That's true. That's true.
So no, it's not we got a 2-hour show planned. Mm-hmm. It's that simple. Mm-hmm. But because of y'all's overwhelming generosity with the stews and on the platform, we ultimately do an extra hour because of y'all's generous giving, and we do appreciate y'all for doing so.
Speaking of which, and you are 100% correct, sir.
Thank y'all.
This
Thank y'all
is
so much.
a Throwback Thursday, all right? We actually came up with that name. Ask somebody, they'll tell you. Today is a Giving Thursday. We asked that if you'd like to help us keep the lights on, and we're serious about this,
please
look to the bottom of the chat if you're watching live. There's a dollar symbol. Click on the dollar symbol and donate $1, $5, $50, whatever you can spare. We're not asking you to stretch yourself out just for us to do our show. No, whatever you can spare, it will be greatly appreciated. We read all of your messages attached to what they call Super Chat at the end of the show. So stick around for, in effect, like Ryan just said, that third hour. Thank you.
Y'all. Thank y'all. Thank y'all.
All right. We also need you to share the show, to hit the share button and share the gift of the 2 Live Stews with your people. What do we got? A rundown. Reggie Carson coming on with the fifth down, talking about the biggest 5 things going on this weekend in the NFL. We got Last 48. We got awesome classic stew today.
Yes. And listen, for the record, Tree does not want to do the classic stew. As a matter of fact, she spent a big portion of the show meeting this morning trying to figure out a way to cut it down more than it's been cut already because she just doesn't like it. But we will bring you another edition of classic stew.
That's not true. 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 So, classic stew, which is a clip from the great Lou Holtz. And if you remember the great Lou Holtz.
I thought you told Tree to do Brother Babe this morning. In the meeting, you said that. I mean,
true.
Are you even present? Are you even in the meeting? Why are we doing it? Why are we doing it?
So we're going to have Brother Babe on from Beyond. If you remember the great Brother Babe Ruth from Beyond, you don't want to miss that.
Yankees got put out in the LDS last night. So now that they're gone, we'll spend some time talking to a Yankee great in Brother Babe.
And then we got our little results from the top 5. So we came into the show. You saw the video on Derrick Grove, the young man that escaped from a Louisiana prison about, how many months has it been?
It's been
5 months ago.
Yeah.
This ninja been on the run for 5 months.
Yep.
And guess where they found him at, man?
Where'd you find him, Doug?
The SWATs.
Hey,
this ninja left Louisiana, came straight up, went straight north, and ended up in Southwest ATL, shorty.
Do you remember? Never mind. I probably shouldn't go here. Never mind.
What? Go there. What?
Do you remember when you were looking for a new place to reside? I told you not to go to the SWATs. Remember that?
But that's got nothing to do with this. So
okay.
you're wait.
No, don't do this. No, don't do this. Don't do this. No, don't do this. Don't do this. Don't do this.
I'm not gonna get in this back and forth. There's some wonderful people in Southwest Atlanta.
I used to live over there.
Phenomenal real estate. Some phenomenal areas.
I used to live over there.
What does that have to do with the fact that he knows somebody over there and they gave him the key to an abandoned house and they let him, lay up for a couple of months?
How'd you get tipped off that he was over there in the SWAT, sir? For the record, everyone that's listening to this show right now, we all know that you were the one that dropped dime. You were the one that found Derrick Groves. So break us the news, sir. Tell us how did you find Derrick Groves over there in the SWATs?
I can't talk about it. It's as simple as that. I can't talk about it. I had nothing to do with that young man getting apprehended. I had nothing to do with that man getting apprehended. My question to you, we got to move on. We got a ton of stuff we got to get to today. A ton of stuff. My question to you is, if you were to escape from prison, what would be your plan to escape being caught? To elude being caught and sent back to jail? Like, what would you do? What's your plan? Have you ever thought about this?
I got an escape route.
What?
Find one of these mini ports that's down here on the South, on the East Coast, and become a stowaway.
Yeah, but you gotta get to the port. You're talking about port. You're talking about on the water, right? You're talking about the Gulf Coast or the East Coast.
Ports are typically on the water. Very good.
Right.
Yeah. No, I'm gonna be a stowaway. Yeah, I can hitchhike. What do you mean?
Oh, stowaway. Okay, go ahead.
Stowaway. Yeah, I can hitchhike and find my way to one of these ports. get on one of these big old boats and just sail freely out of the U.S.
Now, first of all, you can't just get a hit. You just can't hitchhike. It's not like it was 50 years ago where you could hitchhike and nobody know, or nobody see like a police reporter you flash across the screen with your picture all over the country. You just can't hitchhike, man. Hitchhiking is not an option.
You sure know how to rain on a guy's parade.
You just can't hitchhike. That's not gonna work.
Well, you know what? Clearly you've got a plan. Share it with the people, man.
Well, my plan would be to dig a shallow like hole, a shallow hole, and cover it up with leaves. Cover it up with leaves and stick. Go ahead.
You good as caught, man.
No, come out late at night. Come out late at night to hunt for food. You know, we from the country. We can find us some food. We can get us some food. Eat at night. Go back to said little small, shallow ditch. I don't want to call it a coffin, but this is really like a small that small. Okay, I'd hang out for a couple of weeks and let things just settle down. And then what I would do is I would walk just like the Incredible Hulk, Bill Bixby. I would walk to an area like on the side of a highway that's not constructed, that's nothing, and I would just pitch a tent there and hang out there.
You would just hang out beside a highway that hasn't been constructed yet and just live happily ever after?
Yes. That's better than, I wouldn't call anybody. I wouldn't tell anybody. I wouldn't call anybody. I wouldn't say anything to anybody. Like, I wouldn't even call you because I know they have the phones tapped. Right. And I just hang out in the woods, just like that dude, the bomber.
For the record, you better not call me, because if they've got any kind of reward on you, the way things are these days, I would have to tell them folks where you are. The reward is how much? 100?
Yeah. I would never call anybody. Clearly, this
Doug,
dude's been in
Doug
contact
is on
with
Fort
somebody.
Industrial at the racetrack.
I mean, how dumb can you be, though? And I mean, I guess if you've murdered somebody, and that's what Mr. Groves did, he's in jail for murder. I guess if you've murdered someone, you have, that's just who you are. You're not that smart of a person if you gave up your freedom to become a slave for the rest of your life and you killed somebody. Whatever the argument was between him and this person he killed, it wasn't that serious for you to go to jail for the rest of your life to kill somebody.
No. Yep.
Yeah.
And they were not going to rest until he was apprehended. Yeah. Dude got caught and was blowing kisses at the camera. I mean, just
right. Like the whole blowing the kisses thing at the camera, that was almost like he knew in his mind that they were going to catch him.
Eventually,
that's problem number one. You have to think positively. You can't be all nonchalant after you catch you like, yeah, I knew they were going to catch me. No, man, your focus has to be getting away. And your focus has to be, I am not going to be caught.
Right.
You got to be positive about this thing. So he just had the wrong frame of mind from the very
it is
start.
The Two Live Stews experience. He's Doug and I'm Ryan. Quick reminder, tomorrow is Friday. Today is Friday Eve. Sir, I'm a Virgo, so we pay attention to stuff like this. Did you know that there's 11 Fridays until Christmas? Did you know that?
I didn't realize that, man.
Yeah, there's only 11 more Fridays before Christmas will be upon us.
I don't know about you, man, and I think matter of fact, I know we talked about this at some point a couple of months ago. This has been the fastest year ever. For some reason, this year has just flown by like, I don't know what.
The great Pumpkin Stewart says, every year of life, it goes faster and faster and faster because you have time served. When we were 5, 7, 8 years old, the summers seemed long as hell.
Mm-hmm.
But now at the ripe age of 52, summer seems like it's just a month before the kids are going back to school. Why? Because I've seen 50 of them. So time just keeps on ticking. You've got more time served. You know, a 24-hour time period when you've only had 2 years worth of 24 hours seems like forever. But you've had 50 years of 24 hours? Man, it's getting fast as hell.
You said time served. You make it sound like life is a jail sentence or something, man.
No, but we
You
are
said time
here.
served.
Well, we're here serving time on earth in this realm right now.
Is that not a reference to jail?
No, man, you got Derrick Rose on. You got Derrick Rose on the brain, man. But that's the reason why it seems like the years are going by faster. I told my wife yesterday.
How's JP doing?
She's great, man. She's great.
Okay,
just
all right.
Working, man, hustling. I said, babe, I'm end of the year tired already, and it's only October. I need that little week and a half, 2-week break at the end of the year bad right now.
You've been Mr. Mom in it like crazy. Like I'm watching your little social media, man, and you taking the kids here, taking the kids there. Black men, 100 black men, mentoring the kids. You all over the place, man.
Yeah, we be riding out, man. We stay in the mood.
That's good, man.
Had a very good session on yesterday with the kids, man. We got literally we have a great group of kids right now, man. It's very exciting.
So for new people watching the show, tell them what you do as far as mentoring.
I'm in a organization called the 100 Black Men of Columbus. There are 100 Black Men chapters all over the place. Columbus has one of them, and we mentor young black males here in the city of Columbus. Muskogee County is our school, and I go to a school called Mary Buckner. Here's a picture right here with Brother Hassan is behind me. And we're 2 guys short in our session on yesterday, but that's our crew right there, a 5th grade group at Mary Buckner
Put the picture back
elementary
up,
school.
Put the picture back up. You look just like Morgan in this pic. Morgan looks just like you.
Yeah, that's my little mama.
Hey, let me ask you a question.
Shouts out to Mary Buckner. Shouts out to bro Abdul Hassan. Appreciate you, bro.
Do y'all put the picture back up one more time, man? And you're watching 2 Live Stews, the one you just showed. Yeah. These kids with these haircuts, man, with these
their crowns, sir.
Stuff.
It's their crowns, sir.
It's their crowns?
It's their crowns, yes. We have crowns as we're all kings and queens.
Yeah, but kings.
Go ahead. Don't be discouraging to my kids, man.
I'm not trying to be discouraging.
I don't let too many things get into my skin, man. But if you say negative stuff about my kids, it's gonna be on and popping, man.
You don't think there's nothing to be said about being clean cut? A nice tight fade?
I believe that everyone should be able to wear their crown how they choose. Mine's almost fully grown. Y'all see soon. But I believe
yours is almost fully grown.
Everyone should be able to wear their crowns how they see fit.
I don't know, man. I don't know about that.
I mean, you got salt and pepper all in your beard. Ain't nobody talking negative about that. You choose to have it like that. You got it right.
I think once you get to a certain point in life and you're past society's norms or whatever, and you don't have to deal with professionalism and whatnot, you can do whatever the hell you want. But there's something to be said about clean cut.
Well,
having a nice fade. That's
how you feel. Somebody might want locks down to their behind. Somebody may want like Rastas. It's their crown, man.
It's fine.
Up next in the Doghouse with your boys, the 2 Live Stews, Doug Stewart and Ryan Stewart, the makeup of those stews on this Giving Thursday. We'll get into some trending topics, man, but I think we're really going to talk about old Stefanski in Cleveland and old Flacco now in Cincinnati. Flacco's gone. Stefanski's still hemming and hawing, and Shador is still sitting at 3 as of yesterday.
Well, yeah, you just basically went over to everything just now. We'll get into all of that when we get back from the break. You're watching the 2 Live Stews. This is a Throwback Thursday. Reggie Carson got his fifth down,
sir. Yes.
Where he's going to come up and talk about the 5 biggest things in the NFL coming up this weekend. We're going to get into that conversation. A lot of fun.
We may talk about NCAA sports betting here shortly as well. Y'all keep it locked to your boys, man. Doug Stewart, Ryan Stewart, the makeup of your stews and your 2 Live Stews experience. Good morning on this Giving Thursday. Good morning on this Giving Thursday. Listen, I played in the NFL. I've taken enough shots to last a lifetime. And let me tell you this. Taking a shot just to lose weight, that's not a smart play. That's why I roll with Brain IQ, the all-natural weight chews, cut cravings, boost metabolism, and sharpen focus. No needles, no chemicals, no crash. Just results you can chew on. And Brain IQ is not just about weight chews. They've got a full lineup of all natural products to keep your mind sharp, your body fueled, and your health on point. Skip the needles, choose natural. Order now. BrainIQHealth.com/REF/1LiveStew. Brain IQ Chews. Smart, natural, built for results.
There was a piece of news that broke while we were sitting down, and I was just curious to get your reaction to that. The Browns traded away Joe Flacco.
Yeah, I got that
Cincinnati.
text during practice.
I was just wondering what your reaction is.
I don't give a damn about the Browns at all. I care about the Colorado Buffaloes. I do love me some Shedeur Sanders, don't believe that. I care about him. The rest of that mess, I don't, okay? I'm a coach trying to win just like they're trying to win games, but I could care less of who they traded. I'm pretty sure Pac is going to get on his podcast and do what he does and break it down to you and for you. Ain't you, Pac?
For me, as a Bengals fan, I like the trade.
He went to the Bengals?
Yeah.
I didn't know that. Yeah. Oh, my God. Bengals ain't no joke, ain't they? They trying to win. Huh?
Nobody.
That's why I love his podcast. He keeps it.
It's your boys, the Two Live Stews, Doug Stewart, Ryan Stewart, to make up of those stews, and this is your Two Live Stews experience. Good morning, world. Thank y'all for being here.
So if you didn't know,
We know y'all have options. Thank y'all for choosing us. We appreciate it.
the Cleveland Browns traded Joe Flacco to the Cincinnati Bengals. Flacco is actually going to start this coming weekend because he has some familiarity with their system and what they do and the coaches there and the staff there. That was Deion Sanders commenting on it. First thing I want to ask you, and I really just thought about this just now, seeing that you were adamant about how Shedeur shouldn't have done that little mime thing because it didn't help him. Browns head coach Stefanski says Shedeur sliding into the backup role isn't a guarantee. Sanders and Gabriel are the only quarterbacks on the Browns' active roster. They do have Bailey Zappi on the practice squad. So number one question is, when in the history of the world, you played in the league for 5 years, when in the history of the world, a guy that hadn't taken any snaps with the team, because the practice squad quarterback is really running the other team's plays, right? That's really all they do, right?
Correct. They're scout team quarterback. They give the starters a look, the defensive starters. They give them a look of the opposing team's offense.
Why is it even a conversation that Zappi might be number 2 over Shedeur and leave Shedeur at number 3? The second thing is you were adamant about how Shedeur shouldn't have done that mime interview, yada, 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 because it wasn't professional to a large degree. Is that correct?
Yes.
He shouldn't have done it. He's not helping himself.
Correct. That's my thought.
Shouldn't you have the same angst on his daddy, in effect, throwing the Cleveland Browns organization under the bus, knowing his son is in this position where he's trying to get on the field?
I don't have nothing to do with Deion and what Deion says about another organization when Deion's a 2-3 coach himself, which is why he said that. He wants to make sure that everyone that is in his room questioning him, he wants to make sure that they understand he ain't concerned about nothing but what goes on in Colorado.
His tone was he threw them under the bus. He don't care nothing about that team, that organization.
Right. Okay.
Right.
Well, what's they got to do with anything? I don't understand your point.
The comments that he made about Cleveland was very derogatory. Do you agree or not agree with that?
Well, yes, it's derogatory, but he has no connection to Cleveland.
His son plays for the team.
His
son.
Been
through a controversy.
His son plays for Cleveland. Yeah, Deion is not in Cleveland. Deion is not a part of management. Deion does not make decisions in Cleveland.
So you don't see a correlation between an unprofessional interview that Shedeur did for the media where he mimed them and didn't talk and was quiet, and his daddy, who's clearly in this conversation because of who he is, in effect dissing the Cleveland Browns organization.
What do you and I and our conversations and thoughts about Cleveland have to do with what's going on in Cleveland? The same thing Deion's does. The same thing.
Okay, man.
Deion ain't got no weight, no power, and no juice in any of the decisions in Cleveland.
So you don't think what he says?
But what Shador does as the third quarterback on the roster in Cleveland, the way he acts and the thing he says has a direct reflection on what could happen in Cleveland.
You don't think subconsciously or consciously these folks are very, very I don't even know the word I'm looking for. These folks like getting kickback. They like getting revenge.
Right.
You don't think that Deion saying making a derogatory, I call that derogatory, derogatory statement about the Browns organization, thus the coaching staff, you don't think it would not hinder Shador and what he's trying to get done a little bit?
I thought you had something for me today on this Cleveland thing, man. I was like, okay.
No, this isn't the discussion. You don't think that. You don't think that the Browns organization is looking at those comments as Deion throwing them under the bus?
Just like Shador shouldn't have been doing the mime thing in reference to you say Rex Ryan, just like he shouldn't be reading the clippings and caring about what other people are saying, just like Shador shouldn't be reacting to the media and others' thoughts about his situation, Deion ain't got nothing to do with that. Okay. The decisions and the thoughts with everything that goes on in Cleveland, Deion is not affecting that. He can say what he wants to say. It ain't got nothing to do with his son playing or not playing.
Yeah, it's just more a feeling of we don't like you, we don't like your personality, we don't like the way you're so braggadocious. His daddy acts this way. He's the same way. He's an idiot just like his daddy.
Right.
Shador that's why we're not going to put him in, because we don't like him. He talks too much, or he doesn't talk at all, or he's been bragging. You don't think that the Browns organization are looking at those comments by Deion in a negative light?
I don't think his dad's an idiot.
That's what they're thinking. Clearly, you don't think he's an idiot. Yeah.
Okay. And secondly, again, Shador is going to sink I think that the Browns have it in for Shador. I think that when the owner says that wasn't my draft pick, that wasn't my choice, I think there's a clear. They're not hiding that there's a situation with management and Shador,
right?
But Deion is not floating those people's boats. And on the other side of the Shador thing, and this is the Two Live Stews.
Throw that meme up one last time.
On the other side of this Shador Sanders thing, I do want you to look at it this way. Mm-hmm. We did see a preseason full of Shador where he held the ball, where he retreated from the pocket instead of staying in the pocket.
That's not true. And he had one bad game. He had one great game. He played in two games. One was bad. One was great.
Okay. In the game that was bad, in the play that was bad, he held onto the ball and retreated in the pocket. Right. I don't care if it was 5 games. I don't care if it was 5 plays. He held onto the ball and retreated in the pocket. And some people are insinuating that because he was a 5th rounder and he had the preseason that he had, that maybe they're really trying to develop him. Maybe he's just not ready to be out there. And whether you like it or not, whether you say, oh, you just supporting it, no matter what you say, Dylan Gabriel let the ball go faster than Shador Sanders did.
Dylan Gabriel's
that's fine.
I don't want to even get to the comparison between how they did in preseason or not. Go ahead, man. Go ahead.
You don't have to want to get into it, but one of them let the ball go faster. One of them stayed in the pocket more than the other.
They both had one good game in the preseason each.
Right. Okay.
I think Shador's good game was just as good or even better than Dylan Gabriel's preseason game.
We can agree with that, man. But again, Deion saying something about the Browns ain't got nothing to do with Shador's fate in my eyes.
Tree, I'm sorry. I know I said this 12 times. Put the meme up one more time. This is really the conversation right here. And you're watching the Two Live Stews Experience. Doug Stewart, Ryan Stewart. The Cleveland Browns wasted all reps on Joe Flacco and Kenny Pickett all summer long in a fake quarterback competition.
I can see why you're saying that, sir. I won't argue with that.
I shared
okay.
that. I shared
Okay.
that.
I thought that was your post. Because
Sir,
your name was
I
on
went
the
to a
screen.
long back and forth with brother. I can't remember his name right now, but he always posts great stuff in the chat room.
This
And
is
he
the Two
was,
Live Students Experience. We appreciate y'all for being here.
and basically in a nutshell, what he was saying is they had to bring Flacco in because you don't start two rookie quarterbacks. You had to bring in a veteran quarterback, and it's been done 100 times before. Guess what? It's never been done before that I could find. Okay? He talked about Drew Brees, Tom Brady, Peyton Manning, all going to other teams, and they started the season they started the first game of the season. That's a very important part of it. They all started the first game of the season to the new team that they were traded with. What do those guys have in common? All of those guys are first ballot Hall of Famers. Then he talked about Vinny Testaverde going to Dallas. The reason Vinny Testaverde started the first game of the year as a 40-year-old quarterback was because Quincy Carter got kicked off the team. He got cut because of alleged drug situation. Mm-hmm. So there wasn't one example outside of those names that he could come up with that were all wrong in this comparison. Joe Flacco ain't no Hall of Famer.
Shouts out to Quincy Carter, who's doing exceptionally well in these streets these days. Appreciate you, Quincy.
If you're talking about a quarterback that comes to a team at age 40 or higher and starts for the team, everybody that's done that are first ballot Hall of Famers. There's not a situation where I don't think Joe Flacco's no Hall of Famer.
I don't think Joe Flacco's a Hall of Famer. Joe Flacco has won a Super Bowl, though.
No, Brad Johnson won a Super Bowl. Trent Dilfer won a Super Bowl. What does that mean?
Right. I would I'm not going to back down from my stance on this months ago. In my eyes, having Joe Flacco as the starter for the Browns made more sense than Shador or Dylan Gabriel.
No, it's not. Hold on. It's not that it made more sense. They shouldn't even have done it. And here's the other part of that. They went into the season saying that he was a starter. Just like the meme said, it was a fake competition. They went to the season saying they're going to start a 40-year-old journeyman for the most part that won a Super Bowl. He was on the team that won a Super Bowl, but he wasn't the reason they won the Super Bowl.
For those that have watched this show over the months, I'm not going to change my stance that I was with Stefanski on the decision to have Joe Flacco as his day one starter instead of any one of them rookies.
Joe Flacco and Kenny Pickett. Hold on, this is the Cleveland Browns. This is why they the Browns.
Right.
Joe Flacco, Kenny Pickett took snaps away from somebody that was going to be the future or is going to be the future of that organization. They gave away, and we talked about this one day on the show when this happened. The starter gets all of the snaps. The second string gets 20% of the snaps? You said something like that?
Somewhere around there. Probably a little
They
bit more
knew
than 20.
Joe Flacco, 40 years old, was not the future.
Right.
They gave that man all of the snaps.
Yeah.
They traded him. If they were really serious, if they thought that he was going to help them win, they wouldn't have traded him 5 games into the season. Right. They are some dumbasses.
I'm not going to argue with that. Again, I can pull up one instance where a third string quarterback or higher that was a rookie ultimately started for a team. I can pull up one. And that's the Seattle Seahawks, Matt Flynn, and Russell Wilson situation. Seattle Seahawks gave Matt Flynn a deal. I believe Matt Flynn was with Green Bay, got into some games, showed some promise. Seattle brought him in, gave him $10 million to sign. He was going to be their starting quarterback. And a week into training camp, Pete Carroll says, I like this Russell Wilson kid.
So there's
but
more
other than that,
there's more examples like that, and I can find them because we talked about this all day
Other than that,
right.
I can't think of a third round or higher quarterback starting for anyone's team day one.
There's a lot of examples of it, like 5 or 6 that we named yesterday in this conversation in the chat group, and I'll find those.
Of rookie quarterbacks, that's a third round or higher starting day one for a team? No, sir. There's not a lot of instances where that's taken place.
Right. No, there's not a lot, but there's instances. Don't act like it's never been done. Yeah, go ahead.
It was done in Seattle. If you're listening,
right,
it was done in Seattle. Other than that, You're not going to find an instance where a third-round quarterback or higher starts for a team as a rookie in the National Football League. Every coach, every coordinator, every owner would prefer someone with experience starting their season instead of a rookie that's never done it before.
I'm going to just say it. Joe Flacco is ass.
That's great. Congratulations.
Joe Flacco is ass. He's been on like 5 teams. The man was out of football for a year. How do you start a guy at 40 years old that was out of the game for over a year? It's never happened before. It's never happened before, man. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Ask Stefanski, and as a matter of fact, also ask the Cleveland Browns who traded for him, who gave up a pick for him. Ask them. Don't ask me, but what you're insinuating about how bad the former Super Bowl champion is, people want that knowledge.
Why do you keep saying when you
people want that knowledge?
When you set up the point by saying former Super Bowl quarterback,
right?
Am
I lying? Am I lying?
But what does that even mean?
It means a lot.
Wins are a team metric. I tell you this over and over, and you're watching 2002's experience. Wins are a team metric. Can you find one person in the world that's going to say the Super Bowl that the Baltimore Ravens won was because of Joe Flacco, or are they going to say it was 100% because of the defense of Ray Lewis?
I don't give a damn what they say. He got a Super Bowl. He was the quarterback that took all the snaps.
So would you give the same type of credit to Trent Dilfer?
He got a Super Bowl. He took all the snaps.
What does that even mean? So, yes, yeah.
Right.
Clearly he has a Super Bowl. We watched him win a Super Bowl. What does that even mean to your point?
That means that I would take Trent Dilfer and Joe Flacco before putting a 3rd or 5th round quarterback in to start for my team at the beginning of the year.
Here's I'm gonna put a bow on this from my standpoint, man. Just my opinion. This is why the Browns are the Browns.
I understand.
This is why the Browns are the Browns. They put a 40-year-old quarterback journeyman that's been out that at one point was out of football for a year. The guy was coaching high school football. They started this guy. It's one thing that if you sustain an injury and you have to put the guy in. It's another thing to say we are starting a 40-year-old quarterback in game 1. We're taking all of the reps from these young guys or whoever else has a future in this game, in this league, and we're going to put Joe Flacco out there. But guess what? 5 games into the season, you trade him? That says that you were some freaking dumbasses.
Well, what about 5 games into the season? Another professional franchise wanted to trade for him to give up a pick.
That's because they have injuries. That's because Joe Burrow got hurt.
But Flacco is not the dude to assist the program to get wins. He's too old to do that. But they just gave up a 6th-round pick for a 40-year-old. I wonder why. Because he's a good quarterback. That's why.
You understand why they did that. I'm not even going to even dignify you would even respond to that. You know why they did that. You know why the Cincinnati Bengals are trying to save their season.
Right.
By bringing in a veteran quarterback. You understand why.
They're going to a 40-year-old that can't play to save their season. Oh.
You play in the league. You understand how this works?
You're not hearing
why are you doing this?
You aren't hearing anything that I'm saying, and there's no need for me to continue. Up next in the Doghouse with your boys, the Two Live Stews, man. We're getting to the 5th down with Reggie Carson. I believe Flacco's on his list. We'll get his thoughts. Shout out to the Dover Dog. We appreciate you, too. Hopefully we can find some time to get back into the NCAA sports betting because that's something I've got some strong thoughts about. Shout out to the good folks from WGPR, Hot 107.5 FM HD2 in Detroit.
Good morning, Detroit.
Dudes in the building. We appreciate y'all. Sports Rap Network. Y'all keep it light, man. We spent some time with Brother Carson up next.
You can't compare apples to oranges, man, in these things.
Hey,
you
man,
know good well the difference between Burrow going to Cincinnati because of the injury, the injury to Joe Burrow's injury.
Burrow is injured in Cincinnati, and Flacco is the one that they traded for. Right.
You know the difference between Joe Flacco going there to start because he's a veteran over Joe Burrow that got injured, and the Cleveland Browns starting a 40-year-old guy in game 1 of the season. You know the difference.
Hello there, it's your favorite cruise director, Arley Michelle, and you want to be on the inaugural Cruise with the Stews, February 6th through 9th. What's up, Stew Nation? We want to see you out on the big water for the big game, and we cannot wait. Have you signed up to go with us on the cruise yet? If you haven't, there is still time. We want to see everybody's face in the place. We're going to be celebrating from Miami to Nassau, Bahamas, and back. You want to be in the place. Can't wait to see ya. Yay! We're so excited. We're going to cruise together. Cruising with you, cruising with you, cruising with you. Come on, y'all! Ah!
Good morning, world. It's your boys, the Two Live Stews, Doug Stewart, Ryan Stewart, the makeup of those stews, and this is your Two Live Stews experience. Shouts out to the good folks at WGPR in Detroit, Hot 107.5 FM HD2 in the D. What up, though? We're happy to be joined by brother Reggie Carson in the building. What up, dog?
What up, dude?
Good morning, team. How you doing, bro?
All right, man. I'm ready to go. I'm golden, baby. I'm golden.
Love that Jim Brown jersey, team.
Yeah.
Oh, that's dope. That's dope.
Yeah,
Yeah,
at least
we got
somebody's
the
wearing
long sleeve Jimmy Brown Mitchell and Ness.
Yeah, Jim Brown
at least
turned over
somebody's
in his
paying
grave right
attention
now.
and wearing a throwback like they're supposed to. We appreciate it, bro.
So, team, the fifth down, we asked you to come on long time in the industry talking about football, the NFL. We asked you to come on weekly and talk to us about your top 5 things you're looking forward to in the NFL this coming weekend. Let's roll them out, bro. Number 5. What's number 5 on your list?
Number 5 is Snake Bit, baby. Look, man, Derek Anderson, Tim Couch, Brian Sight, Bernie Kosar, Johnny Manziel, Brady Quinn, Ken Dorsey. Hell, they had a quarterback. They let him go in Baker Mayfield. Cleveland Browns are snake bit at the quarterback position. They had quarterbacks roll through there. They've had all types of weapons on the team. They cannot get the quarterback situation together. That's the only thing I hate for when it comes down to talking about Shador is he's in a franchise that's been snake bit at quarterback. Joe Flacco going to Cincinnati is really what I'm key and looking on. How is this guy's about to do what Baker did, get traded, go to a team and start day one. So he's got a couple of days under the belt. He's got to learn, of course, the offensive situation and what they're doing out there. But Cincinnati, hey, man, they're trying to make a playoff bid. They're trying to just get to where they can get their starter back, get to where they can get the big horse back, and then see if they can make the playoff run.
I believe I saw a stat that said it's been since 2009 that the Browns have had 41 different starting QBs for their franchise. It's a ridiculous number. Go ahead, Doug.
Look, they lost the money man and Manziel. When Manziel came out, boy, they were hyped. And they lost him, but it's just, man, they had a quarterback. They had Baker.
Right. And it's crazy. They're using Flacco as a stopgap, and he's probably one of the greatest stopgaps in the history of the world, or the league, because he's familiar with the plays. He's actually going to come out and be very familiar with the playbook. So it makes total sense at all. Do you think that he can win some games? Maybe he wins 1 out of 3, or maybe he can win half the games. Do you think that they're still in the running when Joe Burrow has a chance to come back?
So their offensive line is not as good as it is in Cleveland, in Cincinnati. In Cincinnati, as you saw what happened to Burrow, Cincinnati has had offensive line problems. But Joe Flacco still got that quick release. He can still get the ball down the field. They still got those 2 stud wide receivers out there. If they can win some games, if they can get through that hump, they can still make it in a weakened AFC North. So they still have an opportunity.
Talking to Reggie Carson right now, the Two Live Stews, the fifth down. What's number 4 on your list, bro?
Hey, man, let me take this hat off and put this one on right here. Yeah, I'm Custradamus, baby. I'm Custradamus. I'm Custradamus, baby. And what we're talking about with me being Custradamus is I told y'all.
You called it, bro.
The Chiefs were going to start off with a 2-4 record.
You called it, Q.
Like the Chiefs are going to start off with a 2-4 record, as the Chiefs are in a must-win situation right now. as they drive to see if they can make the playoffs and see what they're going to do. They got to go to they have to face the Detroit Lions, and it's going to be an incredible, hard-fought win for them to do that with their team right now. They're still way behind the 8 ball when it comes down to their defense. And my gosh, I didn't see the show on Monday. Did we talk about how Jacksonville just drove it down the field at the late end of the game, and the Chiefs just gave up? It looked like at the end of the damn game.
Yeah, bro. We hadn't covered that game yet. That game came on after the show. We'll get into that a little bit later. But yeah, Jacksonville found a way to get that thing done, but Kansas City just did not look Kansas City like. As a matter of fact, bro, I believe I saw a stat where it said Kansas City was on a 23-game winning streak when it comes to leading teams plus 14 in the fourth quarter, and that's the first one they've lost in 23 games, being up 14 or more points.
Yeah, it was a shocker. But I mean, look, and I said it, the mistake. Look, in the history of the National Football League, we start to see chinks or cracks in the armor, and then you start to see franchises go down. It happened in New England. It happened in Dallas before that. So you start to see these different things. The Chiefs have been dominant for so long. Everybody's gunning for them. They still got 15 out there, and 15 is still a beast, but he can't do it all by himself.
Bro, I got to give the Dover Dog a point, because when you call it, and you nailed that one, dog. What's number 3 on your list, baby?
Choostrodamus.
What's number 3 on your list today, dog?
Hey, man, the MVP race is heating up already. We're turning the corner on the first quarter of the season. Baker Mayfield, we talked about him. I just mentioned him earlier.
Yeah.
Baker Mayfield is definitely in the room right now when we're talking about playoff and MVP-related quarterbacks. Of course, you got Patrick Mahomes, you got Josh Allen. But, I want to throw out Baker, and I want to also throw out my man Jared Goff. These quarterbacks are playing MVP-type football right now, and it's not to be denied. Their teams are definitely in a successful situation because of them.
Yeah, and also don't forget about Dak. I think Dak's playing great right now as well.
Dak is playing extremely good football right now.
What about number 3 on your list, bro?
Number 2.
Okay.
Number 2.
Or number 2. I'm sorry, number 2.
Yeah, okay, yeah. There you go. Don't do that to me. Now, number 2 on the list, I gotta go home, man, and tell everybody back in the 215. I gotta quote Aaron Rodgers, RELAX. Relax, Philly fans. Relax. The Eagles are still doing what the Eagles do, which is just win football games by all costs. They're a complete team. Everybody wants to jump on the Philly bandwagon and talk all this yin-yang about what's going on with their offense. Yes, their offense has problems. This is not the same offense that they had last year. They got a new OC. The line has been hurt. We don't have Becton anymore. Dickerson has been hurt. Relax. Philadelphia will still make a way to make it happen. Their defense is starting to come around and play Philly ball, but the NFC East still runs through the city of brotherly love. So just for my folks at home that have been calling me and texting me, what's going on with your Eagles? I tell them all the same thing. Just relax. Jalen will get it going. They got a lot of studs out there. They got a professional football team out there full of all-star players. Give them the opportunity. They'll make it happen.
Finishing up with Reggie Carson right now of the 2 Live Stews. While it was a regional broadcast, a sports vibe, a show that he hosted, developed the loyal viewership to his dynamic hosting style, blending sharp sports analysis with humor and deep connection to local fans up there in the Philadelphia metro area. All right, bro, give us your number 1 thing that you're looking forward this weekend in your top 5.
Man, the bonehead moves. Who's going to drop the ball going into the end zone this week? It seems like it happens every week.
Golly.
It's disgusting, bro. It's disgusting.
Look, man. I remember when I was, I had to have been like 9 or 10 years old playing Pee Wee sports and Pee Wee football. And I remember I got an interception and I ran and I saw those, remember those cones? He's put cones out there.
Right.
I saw those 4 cones. I didn't know which cone to run through, so I just ran through both of those cones.
Right. You ran out the back of the end zone.
Through the tape.
Right.
Yeah.
Why is this a consistent in a situation that happens every year in the National Football League?
I'm starting to think point shaving, man. Something's going on.
It's almost got to be.
It's got to be. I mean, the mission of an athlete on a football field is to A, get the ball to the goal, or B, stop the ball from getting to the goal. But there's no drop the ball prior to entering the goal. It just shouldn't happen, and there's got to be something deeper going on here.
You got to finish the drill, right?
Yeah. Look, is it going to happen again this week?
Right.
We will see.
Right.
Stradamus will let you know.
Bro, before we let you go, bro, your Eagles are traveling to New York this weekend to play the Giants. They got a -7 number, bro. You like the rebound game in New York for your Philly Eagles this weekend?
Bro. Yeah, of course. I will be watching the game this evening and watching the Eagles do what they do, which is fly. So I'm not too worried about that. However, it's not. It will be a close game. The line does. It scares me a little bit because typically Philly plays to their opponent. You don't blow people out generally, except for last year's playoffs, which is a whole nother thing.
Good point.
They generally play to their opponent, and it's a divisional game, so they tend to know each other. So I like to think we're gonna match that number, but I think we're gonna get the win. That's all I care about.
And bro, what your expertise on one more thing before we let you go, bro? Bro, the Lions travel to Kansas City, and the Lions are getting 2.5. It may be 2.5. It may be 2 now. Why in the world are the Lions getting points on the road in Kansas City?
That's interesting. I didn't know what that line was. I mean, Detroit's offense is just high power, and I can't see Kansas City staying with them in a high power shootout. So I don't know about that line. I would take the over on that, but I'm not a gambler, so I'm just gonna leave it at that. We need to get. I was just saying, man, we need to get one of these prize picks or one of these guys on here because what you guys are doing, man, is just phenomenal. We got to amp the game up, baby.
Let's make it happen, team. We appreciate you, dog. Good work.
There he is, Reggie Carson.
That's the Nova Dog, Reggie Carson with his 5th down with the Two Live Stews on the Two Live Stews experience. Yeah, man. Give me your handicapping thoughts.
2.5.
How in the world are you giving the Lions 2.5? Listen, the Lions are on pace to have more points than any team in the NFL's history. But they're getting 2.5 to go to Cleveland, a team that's
not Cleveland, Kansas City.
Kansas City. Explain it, sir. I don't understand.
It's still, I mean, before this little rough stretch, Kansas City was being talked about, and when they won the Super Bowls back-to-back, they would talk about it being one of the greatest teams in the history of the game. And they still got the quarterback. They're struggling this year, but I don't think people are ready. And it's in Kansas City. The game is in Kansas City. Hey, I mean, that's a lot, man.
Have you seen the Lions play, sir?
I have. First
they
game
got
they struggled.
defense.
The rest of the year,
Hutchinson's getting to the quarterback.
Yeah.
They struggle versus Green Bay to open it up, but they're dropping 45, 50 points a week, man.
They look great. Unbelievable.
And Kansas City's got no defense.
Shouts out to Detroit. Everybody watching the show right now, WGPR Hot 107.5 in Detroit. But they had built Mahomes and the Kansas City Chiefs. They had built those guys out to be like legends. And like they're going to, when they're finished, they're going to be one of the top teams that ever step on the field together.
They are truly legendary, sir. However, for the Lions to be getting points, that may be a game I have to swallow this weekend.
Mm-hmm.
All right, man. We got some rapid stew to get into before we move on. Before we get up out of here, some rapid fire.
Okay.
Unless we
roll
don't
up.
doing that.
What? What? You did that. You did that again. You rolling it out, but you need to roll it out.
You referring to me? Or are you talking to Tree?
I'm talking to you.
Well, sir, but we had the same problem last week, sir.
I know.
Okay. All right.
What?
Rapid stew is something that you brought to the table and you typically do, sir.
All right,
you typically start the rapid fire, sir.
Let's do this. Let's take a look at these games. Let's talk about the games coming up this weekend. College football, the big games. Indiana and number 3, Oregon, Saturday at 3:30 p.m. on CBS. Oklahoma versus Texas. Everybody wants to see what Arch Manning has got going on.
The people over Arch Manning, man. I mean, we know what he is now. He's not him. He just isn't.
The people are clearly over Arch Manning at this point. He's what they call Fugazi. Oklahoma versus Texas, though, that used to be the big game back in the day, the Red River Shootout. I think this is called the Red River Shootout. Correct. Saturday, 3:30 p.m. on ABC. Ohio State at number 17, Illinois. Illinois still hanging around there, man. 12 p.m. Eastern time. Ohio State, 2 teams from the Big 12. Alabama at Missouri.
Before you move on to Alabama, sir, Illinois lost a lot of respect in my eyes when they lost to Indiana by damn near 50 points last week. I think Ohio State should probably handle them handedly.
Alabama taking on Missouri this weekend. Number 8, Alabama. Number 14, Missouri, 12 p.m. Eastern on ABC. A significant SEC showdown with both teams ranked in the top 15. And also, probably the biggest game this weekend. No, I'm not going to say it's the biggest game this weekend. This is a big game this weekend. Number 11 versus number 5, Texas. Number 11, Florida versus number 5, Texas. 7 p.m. Eastern this coming Saturday on ESPN. You want to jump over the NFL games?
Several big games in the National Football League. Tonight's game with the Philadelphia Eagles and the New York Giants in New York should be a really good game. Will the Eagles be able to bounce back? Will they give Saquon Barkley the ball more than 10 times? Will they try to throw the ball 40 times again? We'll see. There was a team meeting this past week in Philadelphia that consisted of A.J. Brown, Saquon, and Jalen Hurts. And just those 3, that meeting becoming public knowledge is kind of mind-blowing, but that will be a big game to watch. Also, man, I'm interested in the Denver Broncos and the Jets game. Denver's had a huge win this past weekend, and I'm trying to see if they can follow it up in New York. Of course, the Jets got beat down by the Cowboys, and that was unexpected. So let's see if the Jets can try to find some fight. Cincinnati Bengals will be starting Flacco versus Green Bay. Green Bay coming off of a bye. Michael Parsons having some rest. The O-line not being good in Cincinnati. Flacco not being able to move. Parsons should have a big week. And last but not least, man, the Chicago Bears versus the Washington Commanders. The game's going to be in Washington. That was a huge game last year when the Washington Commanders got beat by Chicago at the last second. I'm sorry. Washington found a way to beat Chicago when their players weren't paying attention at the end of the game. Maybe Chicago gets some get back. They are a better squad playing better football this year. And last but not least, for the Falcons fans, since I've already mentioned Detroit and WGPR, the Kansas City game, the Falcons will be hosting the Buffalo Bills. Buffalo coming off of a huge loss. Falcons coming off of a bye. Buffalo having to travel. I don't know. This could be a huge win for the Falcons if they find a way to generate some offense, if Penix can hold on to the ball, and if Bijan Robinson can run the ball like he's been doing very effectively.
Hey, that's Monday night, too. That's the Monday night game, 8 p.m. Eastern time. So they get prime time, sir. Falcons get prime time versus the Buffalo Bills.
Up next in the Doghouse with your boys, the Two Live Stews on the Two Live Stews Experience. We'll be joined by Arley Wood. We'll get an Arley Wood report. She'll have some birthdays. She'll remind us about the cruise, and she'll have a couple of stories. Looking forward to that.
Looking very forward to that. Don't go away. It's your boys, the Two Live Stews. Sports talk with hot sauce. Yeah.
Are you tired of workouts that leave you feeling drained? Do you want to push your limits without compromising your health? Introducing NPE, the ultimate pre-workout powerhouse. NPE is packed with natural plant-based ingredients that fuel your body and mind. We're talking about sustained energy, enhanced focus, and accelerated recovery. All this while giving your immune system a powerful boost. But NPE doesn't stop there. It also stimulates circulation, enhancing blood flow throughout your body. And it doesn't just improve your workout performance, it also boosts fertility and sexual drive in both men and women. Whether you're a seasoned athlete or just starting your fitness journey, NPE is here to help you reach new heights. Don't settle for sluggish workouts. Unleash your inner athlete with NPE. That's natural performance energy. This is not your ordinary pre-workout supplement. Our clients will tell you NPE also stands for natural power, peak performance, every workout.
The 80s had a lot of contenders. Caesars, Shags, 360 Waves. But then came the Jerry curl, and the whole game shifted. It didn't just sit on your head. It dripped, it glowed, it demanded attention. The curl wasn't subtle. It was loud, proud, and unapologetic. Every spray of activator was like jet fuel keeping the glow in motion. Every sheen under the streetlight was a spotlight. The curl told the world, I'm here to shine and you're gonna see me. One spray away from greatness, 2 sprays away from ruining your shirt collar. It wasn't just a style, it was a movement.
And no one wore a curl better than my brother Doug, but we're not gonna harp on that. We got to welcome in Arley Wood to the Two Live Stews and the Two Live Stews Experience. Good morning, Arley. How you feeling this morning?
Good morning. I am feeling great. I want to first say good morning to everybody out there, Stew Nation. I myself have on the throwback.
Let's see your throwback, Arley.
Let's see the throwback. Yes! Yes!
That's a great one right there.
Yes!
That's a great one right there.
Yay! This shirt is from my original, y'all, when y'all were originally on the radio. Ryan gave all of us shirts back in the day when he and I, for those who don't know, I met Ryan many, many moons ago. He played my husband in a play, and he gave all of us shirts. He was so nice, you know, wouldn't give. I mean, I say give, but he donated to us, and I held on to mine. Yay! And for those who are interested, we have some vintage. We call them vintage. We have some vintage shirts in the twolivestews.tv site. So go onto the site and you can get vintage Two Live Stews.
Yes.
Hooray!
Yeah.
Hooray!
Hooray!
It's a low country ring.
I know.
Hooray! Let's see it one more time, Arley.
Okay, one more time.
Yeah! Woo!
Yay! We have vintage shirts, so go check us out at twolivestews.tv. And I'm doing throwback to the munchy cheese.
Yeah, those are beautiful, Arley. I mean, yes, your hair looks beautiful, Arley.
Yeah, your glasses look beautiful. Those are beautiful glasses.
Yeah.
Thank you.
But as she said, you can't go to www.twolivestews.tv to cop some merch. We appreciate it, y'all. Thank you very much.
Yes, come and see what the stews are cooking.
See that QR code up there to the top left. You can also scan that QR code, and it'll take you straight to the Two Live Stews site where you can copy your merch. So we do appreciate y'all for patronizing the business. Thank you very much.
Yay. And I'm throwing back to the munchy cheese. Munchy cheese. Oh, so soft and cuddly with my little puffs today.
Okay.
I'm
proud of all of us for wearing Stu shirts today. Tree, can you come in here real quick? Can you come in here real quick, Tree?
Don't do this, man.
No, Tree, can you come in here real quick? Everybody got on Stu's gear except for Tree. At least she's got on clothes today, but she's the only person in the crew that ain't got on no Stu's gear. Everybody's down with the team except for Tree.
But hold on.
I didn't even pay attention to y'all. So I've been listening this morning and did not pay attention.
We did not discuss that we were going to wear Two Live Stews shirts today. It just happened. So you can't fault Tree for not wearing it. We didn't tell her to wear one.
And mine is old merch. So it was when you get up late and I was like, find something. Let's be old today.
It's the old John right here too.
Cool beans.
Let's get to your report. Arley, where them birthdays at?
No. Hold on. Before, what about the cruise? What about the cruise?
The cruise. Cruise with the Stews. So, for those that are not aware, and for those who hear it from me Mondays and Thursdays, and anytime I want to talk about it, the Two Live Stews are going to cruise for the big game. We're leaving on February 6th from Miami, Florida, and we are sailing to the Bahamas. We will stop and have a perfect day in Coco Cay. We'll then go on to Nassau, Bahamas, and then that Sunday evening on the 8th, we're going to watch the big game together.
Yes! We're going to watch the Super Bowl on the boat.
Oh, the Super Bowl on the boat. So shout out to me. Send an email to me at sme.arleywood@gmail.com or reach out to me at 678-632-2005. It is still not too late. Now, I will say this, for those of us who are cruising, we will have to have our deposit. Everything needs to be paid in November because they want to make sure you coming. They got your stateroom ready. They have all this. So November 22nd is our deadline to do that. But just like with anything else, if they have more room on the cruise, I'm sure they're going to sell us a seat, but you're going to have to pay all of it at one time because they don't trust us sometimes. You know what I'm saying? So, and that when I say us, I don't mean people of us. I mean human beings. It's everybody. Same rules. Doesn't apply. So come join us. Hit me up. Hit them up style. Call your girl, Arley Michelle. Call me now and let me know. And we will find a space for you. We're trying to all keep our guests on the same kind of floors. 1 or 2 people had to be in different places because of the staterooms they selected. And you have options. Like, it's going to be so fun.
Can't wait.
Yes,
Literally can't wait.
That's right. And ride on our fantastic voyage. Come along, pack your bags, get on up and jam, y'all.
Yeah.
Okay,
That's right.
that's from the left side.
Right.
Anyway, so it's that time. I'm your girl, Arley
Happy
Michelle.
birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday.
Shout out to our own Doug Stewart, who used to be a part of New Edition. He'll tell that story to you guys another time.
It's a long story.
Long story, but that's why he jumped out and saying sometimes we have a friendly competition between these brothers. But happy birthday to a few folks out there. We want to say, and I'm lost my place. So Lecrae, the gospel singer, is 46 today. Jean Norris Baylor, and I'm gonna tell y'all something. I looked everywhere trying to find her age. She is one half of the group Janae. If I could melt my
heart right to you,
I would. Yeah, it's a great song.
Well, we
Love
can't tell you
Janae.
how old she is because guess what? I done looked all over the internet, and she, like me, is not sharing. So happy birthday to her. And actor Tyler James Williams. Everybody hates Chris. And from Abbott Elementary, he is 33. Little young buck, been doing this thing for a while out there in these streets.
I like him. I like him.
Yeah,
He is cool people. He was out. He got killed, or he was the first Black person I think that got killed on Walking Dead. Nonetheless, and it was an ugly death. I didn't even watch The Walking Dead, but they talked about his death as like one of the uglier ones. But we want to send a special shout out. Yesterday, it was the great, Fight the Power. Action. He's not Action Network. He is Hope. Jesse Jackson turned 84 yesterday.
Wow,
Happy birthday,
Brother Jackson.
Wow. And several notables had birthdays yesterday. Nick Cannon.
Hold 1 second. I'm sorry, Arley. 2 things. Jesse Jackson is a South Carolinian, and Jesse Jackson is a brother of Omega Psi Phi Fraternity Incorporated.
Shout out to the bros.
You said Hope. Wasn't he the head of the Rainbow Coalition? Isn't that what his foundation?
Yes, that's what it was. The Rainbow Coalition. But he's always talking about hope. Up with hope. Or something about hope. Nick Cannon, Bubba Wallace, CeCe Winans with her beautiful melodic voice, Karen Parsons, and Robert Cool Bell. A lot of singers in that group from yesterday. And tomorrow, Maya with her cute little self. She always look like a ferret to me. Anyway, and MC Light.
How old will the light be, Arley?
I don't know. I'll be ready every time, but don't know. She's gonna be old enough.
If Doug is 56, then Light's got to be 54 to 55, probably.
Yep, we're gonna see how old is MC Light. She gotta be. You think that? Let me see. 55. She's gonna turn 55 tomorrow.
Okay.
Right, tomorrow.
On October 10/11. She was born in 70. Shout out to them 70s babies. They're so amazing. Okay.
I would put top 2 greatest female MCs of all time. I think it's between her and Nicki Minaj.
Yeah, well, I don't want to put Nicki up there, but I will say that I used to love MC Light. We had this step. We didn't hop. A step to MC Light, but we kind of patterned it like some kind of Omega move. We were killing the boy. Gotta get a rough. Hey, Roughneck. That was my jam.
Yeah, that was the jam.
Need it in the who, gotta what? MC Light was pretty cool. And then she had to stand on TV.
John Lewis reminded us that Jesse Jackson is from Greenville, South Carolina. And shouts out to you, John. We appreciate you, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to Jesse Jackson. They showed a picture of him yesterday with Jamal Lewis. If that picture is recent, Jesse is not aging well. So we just got to, please, Lord, put our people in the bubble. Put them in the bubble.
He's old.
84 is not old. When your parents get to 75, 84 ain't old. You'd be like, okay, let's say 99 is old, God. 99. Let's go with 99.
Right.
Anyway, so up first, we have Audra Day. I can never say her name right, but she is, the lady that sings, "When we'll rise up, will rise like the rain. All right. You know the lady? You know the song?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I've heard it.
Anyway, and she played Billie Holiday in the United States versus Billie Holiday. She won a Golden Globe and was awarded nominated for an Academy Award for her performance as Billie Holiday. If you didn't see that movie, go back and watch it. She killed that. I mean, she was so good in that movie. But sadly, she is in a fight for about $1.6 million. Her former manager, Jeff Evans, claims that she owes him 800 and some odd $1,000. She said, and they were together 14 years. She says he has been siphoning off money for years that has left her broke, facing eviction, and unable to pay her credit card bills and tour. So this is a classic case of you out here doing your thing. You know, as an entertainer, I don't always want to think of the business part of stuff. I just want to give y'all this good acting, singing, whatever it is. You rarely think about the money aspects of it. That's why they call it show business. It really should be business show, because it is a business. And so many people get caught up in tax debt or tax fraud. They get caught up in not, checking their management, or they have all these people that siphon off parts. You got a manager, you got a person who's your road manager. You have this person. You have all these different people who
marketing
get a portion
director,
of your money.
just everything. Yeah,
they get parts of your funds, and you might not be watching the bottom line. That's why. What did Trina say? She signed all her checks. She learned from Oprah that you have to sign and look at everything yourself. But how do you do that if you're on stage, or if you're acting, or if you how do you really do that? So he filed a lawsuit against her for the $850,000. How I'm gonna pay you if I'm already telling you I'm broke. And she signed a counter one that said he was faithless fiduciary who stole over $1.6 million from her. The next day she filed her suit.
Oh man, that's terrible. I hate to hear stuff like that.
I do too. It makes me very sad. So I'm hoping that she wins in this suit, because these people are going against her, bless her heart. And I don't know why we don't have enough people in the financial, like we have Doug, who's in this financial realm, who can handle your funds. So all you rich people out there who don't want to let these people become millionaires off your back, check Doug out. He can help you and guide you in the right direction.
Thank you, Arley. Appreciate that.
We'll tell her to give you a call next time.
Right.
So we have next up, and this was something that Tree suggested as a conversation topic. We have our girl Cardi B, who stays in the news about some popping, locking, dropping, a back and forth beef with Nicki Minaj. She got a new baby coming with Stefanski. She beefing with JT in the street. She's somewhere about to fight, and she pregnant, like just all the kind of stuff. But here's something that we all would probably find positive. Hit it, Tree.
Kids, 4 times a week, tutoring mandatory in my house. And I'm sleepy. I don't want to hear that shit. Discipline, it gotta be in you. I want you to be better than me. There's things that I cannot do that I want my kids to do. I don't know how to swim. I would love to swim. You're gonna take your swimming classes. I'm not really good with my feet. You're gonna take dance classes because they're gonna be in you that you are a dancer. I want you to be smarter than me. Not perfect, because you cannot make your kids perfect. I want you to be 100 times better version than me. Install that in you. Man, and you're gonna be crying, but you're gonna appreciate that one day. I wish the things that I put on my kids, somebody put in me when I was younger.
One time for the Cardi B. That's our Cardi.
That's it, man.
Had that conversation with my kids last week. Mom and dad have done okay, but because we've done okay, you guys should be in a better position than we are when y'all get our age. So I don't want to get into all of it, but yeah, she's exactly right with everything she just said.
Yeah. And sometimes when you're a celebrity, we're finding that when people who have money, their kids don't do as well, because we don't want them to suffer. We don't want them to go to a job. They got money, and then they learn really poor habits. And when they're older, they're just like, ugh. And then they turn around and kill their parents because, well, I'm better off with them dead because I'm gonna get more money.
Damn, Arley, you went to the extreme, didn't you?
Extreme.
That kind of what seems to be happening
real quick.
Right.
That's how I roll, baby.
I get your
gas.
I get your point, though. Absolutely.
Because you think about it, and especially in this generation, you're seeing your parents, like those kids are seeing, even the celebrity, even the athletes, you didn't make that kind of money. Money has increased over time. Of course, bills and stuff have too. But you think about it. Cardi B is paying, I think she said $10,000 a month just in a driver to get her kids from point A to point B. That's a lot of money. Somebody's making $120,000 to drive my children. Our parents didn't have no drivers. It was just them driving us. Yeah. Or you caught a ride with the people next door or something. So it's a different world. And I think it's really good of her to realize her own faults. Now she said she's gonna install that in them, like she can find the thing. I think she meant instill. But that goes that goes to her point of like, she's like, I don't have good, she said, I can read you down, I can read a book down, but I don't have the best grammar. I want my kids to be better. Mm-hmm. So
totally understandable. Good for Cardi B, man.
I wonder though how she feels about like her public persona if you fighting all the time, because that was the reason she said she never learned how to swim. She said, I went to the pool, but a big fight broke out that day and a whole bunch of people were getting stabbed. Right. She said she went to she named the place she went. A whole bunch of people got stabbed, so they didn't have no pool. I guess they took them the pool, the free pool privileges.
Right.
And so she never learned how to swim. Now she's like, and I have a pool at my house. Yeah, you learning how to swim. She's like, but I would have loved to learn. Circumstances kept her from learning.
Our mother was the same way. Our mother can't swim, but she made sure that we had swimming lessons before we were the age of 10, and we knew how to swim.
No my mama too.
Yeah.
My mama too. They even know the way that y'all learn how to swim by them walking you up the high dive, and then the little kids that they sent to be your they just threw us off.
We learned to swim in the lake.
We're not passing no judgment. Stu, Throwback 42, Cardi B, boo. How you setting an example, cussing, twerking, and showing your naked ass all the time?
That's very true.
But that's a true point. Like that's true. How do you balance? I mean, it's almost like to do as I say, not as I do.
Right. She wants them to be better than her. She don't want them out there twerking and showing ass.
Yeah, but this is true though.
Yeah, it's hard.
It is true.
That she be twerking and showing her ass. Yeah.
Stop passing judgment though. Throwback Stu 42.
I don't know if it's passing judgment so much. It's a legit question. If I see my mama snoring coke, God forbid Margaret Ann ever snores coke. She wear halo. But
he just made a point. She's very contradictory sometimes.
She is.
In this case.
But she said, I want them to be better.
And
so.
what parent isn't contradictory to a certain extent?
Arley, we learned to swim in a lake, not a pool.
Oh. Yeah. Well, I learned in a pool. You know how they make you a summer camp counselor, and you're like 14 or 15. You're not much older than the other kids. I guess they found joy and walk us up the little thing, and then we walk across, and they would just stand there until you jumped, and then we just jumped into the 14. We belly flopped at that.
Wow.
Oh, before I go, Katori Hall, who P-Valley, I hope this is meaning that P-Valley is going to come back, because I am determined to get on that doggone show and be one of the dancers. But P-Valley, I did not know Nikki Gilbert was suing the writer and creator of P-Valley, who, and y'all know Nikki Gilbert comes from the group Brownstone. If you love me, say it.
Yeah.
She was suing her, saying that she stole her idea from another work that Nikki Gilbert had, which is a really interesting concept. But Katori could go back and prove that she had been writing on this concept. She showed them like 16,000 pages that were prior to Nikki Gilbert's. And so she lost, and then she took it into appeal, and she lost again. And so Nikki Gilbert's like, I didn't really lose. Trying to protect my work, but that wasn't the same work. So that's very interesting. We need to sue a lot of people for the 2 Loud Stews.
Arley, have you had an audition for P-Valley?
I did audition for P-Valley.
What?
I did not book it. It was back when it first came. I didn't know what it was yet, and they needed somebody because it's North Mississippi, and my mama's from North Mississippi, so I got my North Mississippi accent. It sounds very Memphis, different than the rest of Mississippi, and I didn't know what the show was. And then when I saw the character, I was like, God, dog it, that could have been me. Would have been twirling around. Woo, get it, Arley.
Wait a minute. One of the characters, which character do you remember?
I'm not going to say.
You real judgmental today, Stu, Throwback 42. You real judgmental. Outstanding job, Arley. We appreciate you.
Yep. Thank you. Oh, and we got a versus coming up October 25th. So y'all check out the versus. It's the No Limit Soldiers versus Cash Money. That is going to be hot. Who y'all got?
We're going to talk about that a little bit later in the last 48.
I cannot wait, because I got my money on Juvie, baby. Wherever Juvie going, I'm going.
Make sure you hang out in the chat, Arley. We're about to do the top 5. Up next in the doghouse with your boys, the 2 Loud Stews. We're going to hit a top 5 real quick because it was one of the most lopsided victories in the history of the Two Live Stews. And then we're going to get into some classic stews for y'all. Got a real good one. Brother Babe makes an appearance on today's show on the heels of the Yankees being put out of the ALDS last night.
Hey, we talked about it in the pregame show, sir. Went to the dentist yesterday, had my annual visit to the dentist. I actually go twice a year. One time for cleaning and the other time for the x-rays and all of that. So yesterday was the big visit. Dad Ninja said you don't have no cavities.
Well done,
0
son.
cavities.
Well done.
That's big.
I was trying to figure out why that was so huge because it's been about 10 years since I've had a cavity, man. Anyway, y'all keep it locked to your boys, the Two Live Stews. Shouts out to the good folks at WGPR, Hot 107.5 FM HD2 in Detroit. The Sports Rap Network's in the building. Top 5 and classic stews up next.
Way to rain on a Ninja's parade, man.
Yeah, man, I mean, you 50 plus years old, man.
Every time I talk to you, talk about getting.
Hey, yo, Bird.
Just make your paper. Any way you choose. But understand the rules. If you get caught, you lose.
You can move a stone. You can move a key. You can move a pound or 2. You can move some speed. You can move some X. You can move some shroom tea. You can move anything you get your hands on. G. You can move some Hario. Uh-oh, here we go. Uh-oh, there they go. Uh-oh, here we go.
Classic acting right there. It's your boys, the Two Live Stews, Doug Stewart, Ryan Stewart, the makeup of those stews, and this is your Two Live Stews experience. After the 9 o'clock hour, I'm going to give a Two Live Stews fantasy football report, so y'all stay tuned for that.
So that was a scene from School Days. And the reason I thought it was kind of relevant is I was just talking about it, how homecoming last week, there was a shooting on campus. A young lady actually died. So to kind of follow up on that, both the shooter and the deceased didn't go to South Carolina State.
Neither one of them.
And well, I'm gonna tell you, man, day one at South Carolina State, it was somebody that's an upperclassman or whatever. They were pulling you to the side, and you had these freshman seminars or whatever. Just stay out of the way of the locals.
Leave the locals alone.
Stay out of their way, man. And it's that scene kind of encapsulates exactly that experience. Like a lot of jealousy. There's a lot of times where they feel like that, you come to town and taking all of the resources and you're getting all of the attention. And it's not like that. But a lot of people, man, a lot of jealous hearts out there. And we just come in here trying to better ourselves.
Trying to better ourselves. That's it.
That's it.
Man.
We don't mean no harm, but I can't tell you how many times, man, I was in a position where locals had a real problem with where we were, what we were doing or whatever, man. It's just sad that it's like that.
In that clip from School Days, Samuel Jackson was just talking about the Jerry curl. Do you want to get into your Jerry curl experience, sir? When you used to wear curls in middle school? Okay, well, you probably won't want to talk about it, but I remember this one time. Doug was in the 8th grade, and my mother put a curl in, but left the curl in too long. And I remember Doug was in the back room, and my mom was like, "Oh, God, Dougie, hurry up, get over here." And Doug was like, "What is it? What is it?" I was supposed to take that curl out an hour ago. Oh, God. So they washed the curl out, right? And after she took his head out of the sink and dried his hair, she had it wrapped in a towel. And I guess once it dried about 30 minutes later and it was time to do the big reveal, Doug took this towel off.
The big reveal? You stupid.
Doug took the towel off his head. And when I tell y'all, his hair was straight like Al Sharpton. Ma, what is this? What am I going to do? I got to go to school tomorrow. So she washed her hair again, put another curl in.
Oh, shit. So half the story is true. The other half is a lie.
They tried washing his hair with vinegar They tried washing his hair with honey. They tried washing his hair with sulfur. They tried all kind of stuff to get his hair to curl back up. So he had to go to school with this straight hair.
Why you always? This is like an annual thing. You tell a story, and this half of the story is a lie.
Shut up. I'm almost done. So the very next day, he had to go to school with this straight hair. So he tried to wear a hat, right? And everybody was like, "Hey, Dougie, why you got that hat on? Take that hat off."
You weren't around. You're 4 grades younger than me. You weren't around to see what the reaction was at school.
But the streets were talking about it, man. It was one of those stories. Hey, Tree, let's get to the top 5 before Doug thinks I forgot about that. Dogs and Poodles, every week we do a top 5 on Monday. Let you guys vote on it on Tuesday and Wednesday. And then on Thursday, we do a great reveal of the top 5. And today's top 5, it goes without a question who won. We pretty much knew who was going to win. Doug, James Brown, Stewart. Listen, it was long. It was straighter than James Brown's. James Brown kept curly in his. Doug's was straight Al Sharpton. Oh boy, it was an S curl kit. Yes, it was an S curl kit. But okay, Tree. Listen, Tree, put it to results, please, so we can move on.
Hey, if you'd like,
stuff we want to do.
If you can find in your heart to donate to the show,
we don't put up the results. We recap, please. Okay, thank you.
If we'd like you, if you'd like to donate to the show, you can look to the bottom of the chat to the right. There's a dollar symbol. Click on that. Donate whatever is in your heart. And
Doug,
if you're
stop
watching
it.
a replay, look to the bottom of the chat to the right. There's a heart symbol. Click on that. And you can donate after the live show as well.
Part of your problem was people couldn't read your list. That was part of your problem. Part of the problem was people couldn't read your list. And I remember y'all used to bust my chops about people not being able to read my list, but when you turn around, people can't read your list. You don't want to acknowledge it. Shouts out to the winning list. And Tree just lied, said we don't show results. Yeah, we show results. We show results every week. But shouts out to the top 5 winner. I'm the new top 5 champ again.
Hearing is very important. I said we recap.
I said show the damn results. That's what I said. Thank you. I believe we got one more. The winner, we're going to 24.
25.
I thought it was 23. I thought this thing was over.
Yeah,
you would notice, guys, I almost had 80% of the votes coming in with 77% of the votes.
You thought like Nelly.
My top 5 was just.
You know who Nelly is? That's who you thought like.
Much better. Your top 5 consisted of people that had multiple hits. And it was one-hit wonders, not multiple hit wonders. You set yourself back. And people couldn't read yours, but they could read mine. So please show the winning list. Please don't show the losing list no more. We don't want to see the losing list.
I feel in my heart that I'm going to make a comeback of the century.
Mama used to
I feel it in my heart.
Whoop, there it is. A great list done by me.
I feel it in my heart. I'm going to make a comeback.
Return of the Mac. You was even trying, when I was singing my songs, you was trying to tell folks I was singing it wrong. Rapper's Delight and Orange Juice Jones.
You got Rapper's Delight. You got Sugar Hill Gang and number 2. Man, whatever.
What I got is a win.
We're going to be all right.
We're going to be all right. We'll be back. Oh, Al Sharpton ass head, Dougie. What I got is a win. Oh, Al Sharpton ass head, Doug. I got another win.
Right.
Yeah, and I want to thank the people for your support because the minute we realized that Doug and Tree was cheating, changing answers, and being mischievous when it comes to the top 5, y'all stopped supporting their shiggity. Thank y'all. Thank y'all for your support.
I don't know why you incessantly just lie. You just lie. I don't know why you do that.
The people know the truth, which is one of the reasons why I keep getting almost 80% of the votes.
No, it's because you lie. I'm talking about lying, the lying that you do right now. I'm not talking about the poll at this point.
Tree was so desperate Tree was so desperate Monday. She even came with the girls out and come on the show with no clothes on, trying to get you a win, trying to solicit a win for you. Got titties all out and everything. Girl, stop it. Stop it. I'm not going to say that. Thank y'all for your support. We've got one more top 5 that I need to win before I am called the ruler for the year, and then we'll start another top 5. Shouts out to the dude with the wave cap on.
I wanted to mention the story real quick. The NCAA is getting closer to allowing college athletes to bet on pro sports.
Why would they do that? Where does that make any goddamn sense?
So listen, a newly formed college sports commission has also launched a snitch line for confidential reporting of NIL rules violations. While betting on college sports would remain illegal, student athletes and coaching staff members would be able to start placing bets on pro sports. Yeah, this doesn't make any sense to me at all. Somebody's getting paid off in the back room to even have this discussion.
Yeah.
But if I'm not mistaken, don't college kids have college teammates that go to the NFL? Like your roommate could go play in the NFL.
Right.
Who you have a personal relationship with.
Right.
You could call said former roommate and say, hey, man, how y'all look this week in practice? Are there any injuries I need to know about? Because y'all are former teammates and roommates, that person might be willing to give you said information. Thus, you have you're an insider trading in effect in gambling.
Right. Yeah. You know about a player that's got an injury that hasn't been on the injury report.
Right.
Yeah. I don't like this at all. This is not a good idea in my eyes.
But for 100+ years, something like this, they would have just shot down in a minute. Why in 2025 is it even getting any conversation? Like it might happen.
Money.
Oh, somebody's getting paid off under the table to allow this to happen.
Yeah, man. Kids dropping balls.
One of the gambling agencies probably is putting money in whoever this legislator is trying to get this passed, getting illegal kickbacks on the back end. But this is crazy.
Yeah, this is mind-blowing. I called you yesterday up in arms about the whole players dropping the ball before the end zone situation. There's only one thing that makes sense to me. Along the same lines of the story with the college kids being able to bet on games and coaches being able to bet on games, the guys that's dropping the ball are clearly cheating. The guys that are dropping the ball are clearly trying to shave points. It's not even a debate in my eyes anymore. We've seen in the last 3 weeks 2 different guys just devour their team's chances of winning.
Right.
Because they didn't want to hold on to the ball.
Right. They both situations that it would have put them in a position where they would have put the game out of reach.
I know one thing. There's a great handicapping show coming to this network, but no, man. No, they won't get me no more. They won't get me no more.
When you were in college, when you were at Tech, did anybody approach you about, letting a wide receiver go free to score a touchdown or anything like that?
I was not approached, but I know guys that were.
Mm-hmm.
I was never approached.
And this is 30 years ago.
No question. Mm-hmm. I know guys that were.
This is not good.
I don't know of anybody that accepted said opportunity, but I do know guys that were pitched said opportunity. Is this where we're supposed to do the last 48, Doug?
No, this is where we're
was anybody at the are y'all looking at the Ryan? I'm texting you.
Well, I said classic stew, and y'all kept ignoring me, so I figured y'all didn't want to do that.
And you want to say I don't want to do it. Doug is off the schedule. That was
right.
Let's just
right.
Classic stew, as we mentioned earlier, and you're watching the you're watching the Two Live Stews experience. If you remember the show back in the day, if you wanted the people that used to listen to the show back in the day in the early 2000s. Every once in a while.
You're not going to tell me congratulations for my win? You hadn't done that yet. Oh, man, we got to welcome into the doghouse Brother Babe giving us the call from the heavens. Brother Babe, man, welcome to the show. It's always a pleasure to hear from you, dog. What's on your mind today, Brother Babe?
Hey, man, Babe Ruth is up here in heaven, man, with a bunch of damn sissies, bro. Everybody going crazy over this damn fantasy football, and Babe Ruth tired of it.
So wait a minute. Brother Babe on the line with the Two Live Stews Sporting News Radio. Fantasy football is going down in heaven, and everybody's playing fantasy football.
Hell yeah. Man, Babe Ruth got into a little fist fight with Vince Lombardi. Had to slap his punk ass around. He doing all this crying, talking about he drafted Ryan Grant in the first round, and the boy done went up and tore his ACL. But, you know, back in Babe Ruth day, ACL only stood for ass, chicks, and liquor.
Bro, babe, what can we do for you today, babe?
Oh, man, Brother Babe had to call up talk about this chicks in the locker room thing, because, you know, Babe Ruth in the locker room, he stayed naked. Matter of fact, you know, Babe Ruth sitting here naked right now. You know, I enjoy myself hanging and swinging. But Babe Ruth heard y'all talking to that Jamel here earlier, and boy, I wish she'd have came in that Yankee locker room back in the day. I gave her an up-close exclusive, you know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, Babe Ruth a little old school, though, because Babe Ruth think, you know, the chick should be seen instead of heard, you know what I'm saying? So Babe Ruth preferred to see him a little naked, as a matter of fact.
All right, Brother Babe, I got you. I understand.
Sure. Matter of fact, since we on the subject, let me tell you what. Babe Ruth got a list. I compiled a list of the women I wish would walk in that locker room when Babe Ruth up in that locker room. We'll start out with that damn Jamel Hill, since we already were talking about her. Babe Ruth like, Risha candidate. Yeah, that girl thinking some day-old grits. Erin Andrews. Babe Ruth would have did something strange to her. And that redhead Rachel Nichols. Yeah, I got to get with her. And then after all that, we got Jane Kennedy.
Jane Kennedy.
They can all get this exclusive update from old Babe Ruth.
Come on, bro, babe, man. One of them don't quite fit, do they?
Oh, you know, come on, brother. You know me. Somebody got to clean up the locker room after Babe Ruth caused all that ruckus and going on and
So we kind of need to set that up a little bit more. If you're new to the show, Babe Ruth is black. That's been a long-standing, thing out there in the community that Babe Ruth, the baseball player, was actually black.
A folk tale,
right? A legend, or hearsay. And
people say because of his double-barrel nose, that of course he had to be a black man with a nose like he had.
Yeah, so that's the premise of the whole Babe Ruth stuff. Classic stew right there.
That was one of my favorites. Shouts out to brother Earl McDowell. And even though we had to fight Tree to get it on, Earl, we got it done. We appreciate you, Earl.
Appreciate it, Earl. Thank you so much, the Stew's historian. When we get back from the break, last 48, the biggest memes in the Two Live Stews Facebook chat group coming up next. We'll get into that. We got some real good ones today.
Quick second, man. Can I say something real quick?
And don't forget, we're reading all of your chat messages later on in today's shows. If you have some super chat, which is what you donated as well, we read those first. You can use that as an opportunity to promote your business. You know, give a donation. You know, give a website if you have a web-based business, or if you're in Atlanta, it would be great to promote your business right there with your super chat donation.
We'll talk about the Monday Night Football game because I got some thoughts for Travis Hunter, man. I want to share those with y'all, but we will definitely get into the last 48 as we finish up today's show here before reading the super chat. We appreciate y'all, man.
We can get this thing cooking the way we want, man. We can get live Brother Babe back on, man. I know he's got a lot to talk about these days and times.
Yeah, it's just going to take some.
Everybody he named, all them chicks that he named, none of them work at ESPN right now. He said Rachel Nichols. He said Risha candidate.
Jamel Hill.
None of them
gone. They're all gone. Yeah. Y'all keep it locked in the Two Live Stews and the Two Live Stews experience. Last 48 up next.
Remember Risha candidate?
Beautiful lady, man.
Lord have mercy. Google Risha candidate.
Huge fan.
Stallion.
Hey, hey, hey! You know what it is. It's your girl, Arley Michelle, your favorite cruise director for the Cruise with the Stews. Our first inaugural cruise, as you already know, is February 6th to the 9th, and you've decided to have your face in the place. But guess what? Your face gonna be in a place with no room if you don't. Call me now! Call me, 678-632-2005, or email me at sme.arleywood, ARLE @gmail.com. I need information for you. I can't get your stateroom if I don't know your birthday and your address and the person who's sitting in the room with you. Come on now, y'all. Call me now. Call me, because I need to talk to you. Call me or email me. Either one works. I just need to talk. Come on. Can we talk for a minute? See y'all on the big water. But you might not be able to go if you don't call me. Okay?
It's your boys, the Two Live Stews, Doug Stewart, Ryan Stewart, the makeup of those stews, and this is your Two Live Stews experience. Good morning, world.
But yeah, she was great. She was great. I thought she was good.
I was having lunch with SVP one day, and he was like, I think your brother's the only one here that didn't play. Never mind. Never mind.
SVP, what game did he play? What athlete? What type of athlete was he?
SVP is Scott Van Pelt, but I don't want to get into it because I knew this would happen. You start going down the list of so did what? So I don't want to do that. I mean, we're better than that.
Mm-hmm.
But I said, hey, Scott, man, back off my brother, man. He was like, I understand, Ryan. I understand.
Scott Van Pelt can Google me or YouTube me. Yeah, he can YouTube me.
It is the Two Live Stews and the Two Live Stews experience. We appreciate y'all for being here. Watching that Monday Night Football game, sir. Shouts out to the Jacksonville Jaguars for finding a way to win. The Jags won that game 31-28. The Chiefs had deplorable effort towards the end of that ball game, but that's not what I want to talk about. Sir, give me your thoughts on Travis Hunter a quarter of the season in.
Kind of underwhelming.
Okay. All right.
Underwhelming is a good way for me to say it.
I agree that he's been a little underwhelming, but do you have a reason?
For as high as he got drafted.
Well, do you have a reason or thought for why he could be his performances have been underwhelming to this point?
Well, I think he stretched out a little bit. I mean, the obvious reasons, the same reasons we talked about before he even got drafted. Mm-hmm. Like he's getting stretched out a little bit if he's playing offense and defense. So you got to learn two different schemes, and he's done it his whole life. But
it's different in the league. The playbook in the league is like this. Every week, the playbook is like this. So you got this playbook over here on defense and this playbook over here on offense. Sir, his defensive technique at the DB position is very bad right now. However, he's still in a position to make plays. He's still holding the opposing wide receiver to minimum catches. He's still offensively catching 3 to 4 balls a game, making big plays. He's got great hand-eye coordination. Sir, they've got to allow him to stay in one room the entire week moving forward.
Right.
I think, as you said, he's stretched thin to this point because he's doing time in the offensive meeting and he's doing time in the defensive meeting. So when you're in the offensive meeting, you're missing defensive assignments and schemes. When you're in the defensive meeting, you're missing offensive schemes, etc. So I agree. I think the reason why we're not seeing a more polished player is because he's being spread too thin.
Yeah. So just think about it like this. They talk about the learning curve in the NFL the first year you get there. So just imagine it takes a whole year to get comfortable with the schemes and systems and the plays, right?
Right.
He's splitting that in two. So technically, his second year, at the end of his second year, he should be able to grasp everything. Agreed. Like it should take him 2 years what it takes other rookies 1 year to do. Right. And so I think you'll probably see a great improvement next year and the year after that. But yeah, I mean, and I would assume also that just the uneasiness of not being 100% sure once again because you aren't studying the playbook.
If you are out there thinking, you've already lost.
Yeah, he probably losing 3/4 tenths of a second because he's thinking.
You got to be able to just react, read and react, and not think about what you're supposed to be doing out there. One more thing before we get into the last 48. Give me your thoughts on Coach Jonathan Gannon, sir, being fined $100,000 for physically touching a player on the sideline. Oh, yeah, the player that deserved to be touched on that sideline, the DeMarco kid, I forgot the kid's last name. The kid that dropped the ball before the end zone.
Yeah.
Jonathan Gannon pretty much roughed that kid up on the sideline, and the league fined him $100,000. Give me your thoughts on that.
He's lucky he didn't get his ass whooped. He put his hands on the right one because it looked like the kid had his hand down, even was sulking. In 2025, you can't do that. I remember when we were kids, man. Coaches used to grab kids by the face mask and just like go. I mean,
yeah.
But even in high school, I remember coaches grabbing players by their face mask or whatever. Dude was totally out of bounds. You can't do that in 2025.
So listen, before we get into the last 48,
we got to get.
The only reason why that kid did not bust coaches behind was because he was dead ass wrong for what he did.
Right. Yeah.
If he would have blown an assignment, missed the play, missed the tackle, dropped an interception, or fumbled the ball, it'd be one thing.
Mm-hmm.
If coach physically touched him, he might have bucked back at coach then. But because of why the coach was fussing at this player, that's why the player did nothing in retaliation.
Hey, man, we used to get punched
DeMarcado.
out.
The player's name is DeMarcado.
I remember this is in the 70s now, and this is Little League. I remember coaches, JV, varsity as well. Not varsity to an extent. So I graduated high school in 88. So by then, by 86, 87, 88, I don't remember coaches really putting hands on players. But when we were young back in the 70s, coaches used to beat the hell out of kids. I'm serious, man. Coaches used to beat the hell out of kids, man, slapping them aside the damn helmet, grabbing their face mask, getting in their face, and the parents didn't say anything because it was kind of like a second level of raising,
Right.
of discipline.
Well, that's what I was about to say. The parents of the players and the coaches knew each other.
Yes.
Our coaches was our father's lodge brothers. Our coaches was our
went to high school with all of them. They went to high school. They went to school together. Yeah.
Right. So, but we were being coached by an extension of our parents back then.
Yes.
But now it's total strangers. Yeah,
Yes.
I almost had to choke a coach out when Miles was playing baseball because he put his hands on Miles. I got to that dugout so damn fast. Hey, man, don't you ever touch my son. Who the hell are you?
Yeah, I couldn't. I've never had any situation like that with my daughters, but yeah, in the 70s they beat the shit out of kids, man.
Yeah,
they beat the shit out of kids. Nowadays, that's the common denominator. The common denominator is our coaches grew up with our father.
Together, right?
They played marbles in the sand together.
Right.
You know,
Yeah, you trust, sir. I leave when I take my kids to practice, I don't leave them there.
Right.
I don't ever drop them off and go. I'm always watching them practice because I don't know who they're being coached by. Our parents would drop us off, and not only would they not have to come back, but their friend, which was our coach, would even get us home if needed.
Yes.
That's not the world we're living in today.
You mentioned that the other day. Sorry, we used to get the practice by jumping in somebody's truck in the back.
Right. That's right.
Okay. And you're right. Sometimes our old man couldn't make it to practice, and he didn't have any worry that somebody was going to put their hands on us in a in a bad way, in a way that they could get arrested for or whatever. It was his boys.
Yep.
It was his boys.
people.
And
Let's get to this last 48, man. We got a great last 48.
The biggest memes in the 2 Live 2 Facebook chat group over the last 48 hours. Let's roll them out tree before our folks from WGPR get out of here. Let's get him. Well, damn, y'all think LeBron going to go after Kwame like he did Stephen A? Kwame Brown says there are high school players better than Bronny James. Bronny has never or was never the best college player on his team. What are your thoughts, man?
I do not think that LeBron will have any words for Kwame Brown.
Isn't that kind of lame?
Well,
that he would go off on Stephen A. Smith, some 60-year-old in a damn suit all the time, as opposed to you keep that same energy for Kwame.
I could be wrong. Shouts out to our homeboy Kwame Brown. Grew up right up the street from us.
No, he didn't grow up. He didn't grow up. Right.
I used to hang out with his brother Joseph Brown.
Right.
Another one of Bill Brown churn. But no, I do not think LeBron is going to step to Kwame.
So for new people listening to the show, Kwame Brown actually was born in Charleston. His father had a house literally a half a mile from us. We had to pass his house to get out to the main highway every single day. And within 6 months of Kwame being born, his mama left because there was some domestic stuff going on. His mama left. Allegedly. His mama took him, left, and they moved to the state of Georgia, and the rest is history. But that
Kwame,
man, literally his first 6 months of life in a cradle was not even a half a mile away from us, right up the street, right up the road.
Hey, Kwame, if you're listening, man, we ain't got no beef with you. All right, let's move on.
Kwame been going out. Kwame has talked more in the last 2 years than he talked an entire career in the NBA, well over a decade.
He don't hold his tongue. Let's get to the next one, Tree.
Kwame would be.
Kwame keep it real.
Huh?
He gonna keep it real.
Shouts out to the great Fabulous Moolah. So if you're grew up in the era that I did in the 70s, early 80s, women wrestlers, they used to showcase women wrestlers very, very rarely. But the one that this is the queen of the female wrestlers, the all-time greatest female wrestler of all time. She also ended up promoting. She also ended up training a bunch of female wrestlers, the great Moolah. And there's some controversy surrounding her. Allegedly, she used to pimp these women as well.
I wasn't get to it. Would you just get to it, please?
Allegedly, the great Moolah was a pimp as well, man.
So I used to go down to County Hall when Devin Ma took us on Fridays, but I do not remember the great Moolah. I just don't.
So they only showed women wrestlers back then. It's much different than it is now with this Jade Cargill chick that they're saying should be Storm in the new X-Men movies. They rarely showed them, and I don't know if it was just because women didn't do stuff like this back then, but you barely knew about the women wrestlers. But the biggest name in women wrestlers was the great Moolah.
Loose Neck Side says the fabulous Moolah was the real freak. Never heard
Fabulous
of her.
Moolah.
She looks like she was in drag.
Yeah.
Next one. I don't remember the fabulous Moolah either. I don't remember her.
Google Fabulous Moolah, and somebody actually, when this was posted, matter of fact, you know who it was? LB. LB told me about this series about wrestlers, for old school wrestlers, and some of the backstories, some of the dark stories about them. And that's why I actually watched the episode after he told me, after this was posted. And I checked out the episode on the great Moolah. Very, 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 very shady character after the fact. I had no idea.
This is a great one here. I think this is the last one.
So all in their prime.
I think it's the one we last, but anyway.
No issues with dog fighting. Just imagine these guys just got a clean slate. All in their prime. One got to go. Who's got to go for you? So you got Vic, Cam Newton, Lamar Jackson, and Josh Allen. I say Josh Allen got to go.
I'm shaking down Josh Allen, sir. It would be between Josh Allen and Cam, but I'm taking Josh Allen out. Now,
You're
up until last week,
you're very quick to say Cam, like Cam wasn't that dude.
Up until the last week, Josh Allen didn't even have any turnovers for quite some time. He was playing much better ball. But yeah, I would remove Josh Allen.
I think you discount Cam way too quick, man.
No, man.
The thing Cam got over Vic and Jackson, Cam's 6'6", 270 pounds, running a 4.5 40.
He never had back-to-back winning seasons either, man. That's not something that you can be proud of.
Cam never had back-to-back winning seasons?
Mm-mm.
I didn't know that.
It's a team metric. It's a team metric, but he still touched the ball every snap offensively for his team not to have back-to-back winning seasons.
Well, before Lamar Jackson came along, Cam won a league MVP.
And he deserved it.
Cam put his team on his back and went to a Super Bowl.
Took him to a Super Bowl. He deserved it. Cam was a beast. No question.
Do it like this. If you had to, let's flip the question. If you could only take one of these guys, and you're watching
Lamar
the
Jackson.
experience.
Lamar Jackson.
If you could only take one of these guys, which one you taking?
Lamar Jackson. And I'm not thinking twice about it.
Over Vic?
Lamar Jackson. Yep. Now, I love Mike Vick. Mike Vick is my favorite on this list. If I can only pay to see one of them, I'm paying to see Mike. But if I got to get somebody to run my organization, I'm taking Lamar.
Consider that Vic had the coaching staff in the same scheme as Lamar has in Baltimore.
But I can't do that because they didn't have the same coaching staff or the same offense. So I can't do that. But if I have to take one player to run my team, I'm going Lamar. If I'm paying to see one player play, I'm taking Mike Vick. If one's got to go, Josh Allen is out. And Cam was great.
Who's the fastest out of all these guys?
Mike Vick.
Who had the bigger arm out of all these guys?
Probably Mike Vick.
Vic probably had a better arm or bigger arm. He probably had a bigger arm than Cam even.
Probably Mike Vick. No question.
Talent-wise, you're saying Vic is the best out of these guys, but
if I had to take one play, I got to go with Lamar. We got time for another one, Tree? Run that next one, Tree.
We got 2 minutes before the Detroit crowd gets out here.
Run that next one.
You're watching the Two Live Shoes experience.
Ooh, this is what Arley talked about. This is what Arley talked about right here. This is what she talked about.
Yeah, Swiss Beats and Timbaland's Popular Music Battle Series Versus is back with legendary matchup. The two iconic labels, Cash Money versus No Limit Records. Complex Con 2025. I don't know what that is, but evidently they're going to battle live and in person, and it's also going to be broadcasted live. Sir, Cash Money, you talking Lil Wayne, Juvie, BG, and you also have as wild cards, people forget this, you got Drake and Nicki Minaj.
Drake and Nicki. Yeah. And you did say Weezy, right? You did say Lil Tucci, right?
Yeah, you got Lil Wayne too.
Got Lil Wayne too. Yeah. Now, I'm not issuing on No Limit Records.
They got P, Mystical, Silk the Shock.
Nah.
And also, but also, Snoop can pull out a wild card, or Master P can pull out a wild card and pull out Snoop Dogg.
Man, nobody care about mag ass Snoop.
Yeah.
Whatever. Shouts out to Cash Money. Shouts out to Cash Money. We got one more, Tree. Put that one more. We got one more, Tree. Shouts out to Cash Money.
We don't have one more. He told me to save it, and it's 8:58.
Okay.
All right. When we get back from the break, we're going to jump into all these chat messages, get all your thoughts about all the topics we talked about today on the show. Read Super Chat. Super Chat gets read first.
Take it down, Tree. Take it down. Take it down, Tree. Take it down. Take it down. Take that down, Tree. Take that down. Take that down.
What's that?
I'm going to do a fantasy football report. Take that down, Tree. Take that down, Tree. You're crushing my report. Crushing my report. Yeah. I'm going to do a fantasy football report.
Shouts out to WGPR 107.5 in Detroit.
Thank y'all, Detroit. We'll see y'all Monday.
See y'all Monday.
Thank y'all, Detroit.
Tell everybody you know the Stews are back. Stews are back.
We would like to see y'all every day, Detroit. Tell the people that too. 2-minute trespass coming up. We appreciate y'all. Y'all keep it up. We'll get to the super chatters and the chat up next. And then we'll do our last 48 before we
That's
get
a dope hat, man. Where you get that? The bookstore? Tech Bookstore?
Yes, Tech Bookstore.
That's dope. I like that. Black.
Thank you, man. Appreciate that. Yeah. Welcome back to your boys, the Two Live Stews. Doug Stewart, Ryan Stewart, the makeup of those stews. And then
where she's at right now, man. And you're watching the Two Live Stews experience.
Someplace in New York.
Why you say New York?
Oh, she was a New York rapper, wasn't she? Wasn't she from like Queens?
No?
Where's she from, Tree?
It's MC Hammer. It's his prodigy. Maybe I don't know if they were. What's happening right here? I don't know if they were going together, but not New York. It's the Bay Area, and it's again in the spirit of, I guess you win in the one hit wonder.
Actually, BNG
might have had more than one hit.
BNGB is from Morton, Mississippi.
But she came. I don't know.
Arley's homegirl.
Is she but isn't she under MC Hammer? Somebody please.
Yes.
Can you find her?
She was a backup vocalist for MC Hammer. Yes.
Yeah, all rappers have something to do with New York, though.
Yeah. Are we done with the last 48?
I think we have one more.
Okay.
No, we don't have any more. Ryan, get to your fantasy.
Okay, you're right. I got to do fantasy sports. Shouts out to SBDLATL. He asked in the chat a little earlier if anybody's going to the Monday Night Football game. If you're going to the Monday Night Football game in the ATL, make sure that you guys please put that in the chat so y'all can link up if at all need be. Sir, there is a Two Live Stews Fantasy League. And here's our current standings right now. Trey, you made it look bigger than before. Oh, no, I guess you didn't. Here's our standings, man. You can see the Stews crew is down at 8th.
You 2 and 3, man?
Yeah, we're struggling, man. But I got with my
we might need to take you to court for copyright infringement using our name, man, and you getting your ass beat.
Well, for the record,
a woman is winning the league.
I'm about to do a quick report. Women can't win fantasy football, man. Here's a quick Week 5 recap. And for the record, Justin Jefferson is up on the table for trade. I am offering Justin Jefferson. Drastic times call for drastic measures, and that's where I am right now. Justin Jefferson can be had for a good running back, for a good quarterback. Let's talk about it. Here's a Week 5 recap. Another wild week in the Stews League.
Justin Jefferson is the one in. I always confuse him in the one in Cincy. Justin Jefferson plays in Minnesota.
Jefferson is in Minnesota. Yeah.
Right. Okay.
Chase is in Cincy.
Okay.
2 great receivers. Jefferson's one of the best in the league, and his ass is on the table. Some teams went nuclear this past week. Others forgot to show up. We'll get into it real quick. Atomic Dog finally exploded, dropping 101, picking up his first win of the season. Stu's crew caught a stray, fell off track a little bit, only had 74 points. Somebody cue the George Clinton music, man. It's not looking good for me. But Justin Jefferson is on the table. I'm trying to upgrade my team. The Sigma sum of all continues the climb to the top, taking care of prime ties to go. Yes, Rel took a loss. Final score of that game was 114-93.
Ryan in rebuild mode for his fantasy team.
Shut up. That makes 4-1. And the frat boys are running things. In the matchup of the week, Spice Girl, as Doug just mentioned, turned up the heat and cooked Buster Sigma's Stogies 128-108. Buster tried to pull off a pass and win, but Spice Girl said, not today. Shouts out to you, Spice Girl. You're balling right now.
Who is Spice Girl?
Loose neck rabbit dancer. Loose neck rabbit dancer. I'm trying to do something, man. I'm trying to stay focused here. Loose neck rabbit dancer hopped all over Port City Pimps, 130.4 to 108. That's a whole dance routine worth of points. And the fireworks finale, conquering the line of Judah, roared back to life with a monster 133 win to 121 over the Ray Ray Pookie and them. King of the Jungle performance right there. Shouts out to you, conquering line of Judah. Very strange name. Week 5 standouts. Highest score was conquering line of Judah at 133. Matchup of the week was Spice Girl versus Buster Sigma. Spice Girl handled that. Biggest beatdown, loose neck rabbit dancer over the Port City Pimps. And our top dogs right now, outside of the Stews crew, is Spice Girl, Loose Neck Rabbit Dancer, and Conquering Lion of Judah.
Okay, so we just confirmed. Go ahead.
That's our Stews fantasy football breakdown. I got to be bigger than everybody else. And even though I'm convinced they're cheating in that league, I still need to pull up and do what I need to do.
Let me ask you a question. You got a serious issue with this too, man. And shouts out to Mocha. Mocha Bella is Spice Girl. Shouts out to her.
Mocha Bella is Spice Girl?
Yes.
I'm getting beat by a police? A female police?
She's not the police.
Mocha Bella is the police. No, she's not the police. Yeah, you're right. Never mind. I think Mocha's getting outside help. Rel, nobody don't care what you think, Rel. Take your whooping like a man and hush.
You
don't see me crying up in here.
You're confusing Mocha Bella with somebody else, okay?
Yes, I am.
I don't even want to get into it now at this point. After you know.
Buster said Spice Girl beat my ass. Yeah, she did. Good job, Mocha. Well done.
I can't believe you said that.
I said what?
Never mind.
Let's just
Doug,
move.
please
Let's
stop
just move
touching
on.
your eye. Okay. I don't know where your hands are for the last 2 hours, but then
my
you
ha-
keep putting
my
your
hand-
finger in your
My,
eye.
my hands are
Quick
clean. I
question.
washed my hands this morning.
Quick
This
question.
more.
This morning. Anyway, hey man, look like you got a cocoon in your right eye. What's going on?
Yeah.
With
Yeah,
that?
you need
It's healing at this point.
stop touching it.
It's healing at this point. I meant to bring some shades.
You need to go piss on some cotton and stick that in your eye, man.
I'm not gonna piss on no goddamn cotton and piss on my and put it on my eye. I'm not gonna do that.
He
It
doesn't
happens, man.
squirt. He's not
We
going to
got-
piss on cotton.
We got a
You know
lot
how
of
you
super
have
chat to get to.
you know how you have these little things happen in the worst times. So I had homecoming this past weekend. I'm close with a damn camera,
But you don't have cavities.
but I don't have no goddamn cavities. Yes.
I do have 2 sports notes I would like to hit, man, before we got into it. Jackson Dart has fallen from grace, found a way to win his first start, but came back in his second start last week and had 5 turnovers back-to-back. And Scatterboo is back to life, back to reality, fumbling the ball and not getting done what he needs to get done.
What do you
I
mean
told
back
that
to
kid
life,
wasn't gonna
back to
show up.
reality?
Yeah. Second thing, man.
Wait.
shouts out to Jared-
Stop with Scatterboo. You haven't seen that video with the New Orleans Saints player giving Scatterboo like major props? Scatterboo put his damn helmet right in his chest.
Right. The Saints just came off of their first victory of the year, beating the Giants. And thanks to Scatterboo dropping the ball all over the place, the Saints came up. So yes, the
what's your
Saints
problem-
player,
What's your
the
problem with
Saints player that
Scatterboo?
said you got a future was just happy that he beat them bums. That's all.
What's your problem with Scatterboo?
Ain't got no problem with Scatterboo. He's just not him. That's all.
You've had
people trying
Scatter-
to talk
Scatterboo-
about him like he's him.
Scatterboo is a running back. He's a starting running back for the New York Giants as a rookie. You've had something against that guy from the very beginning, ever since the championship or the playoff game in college, where he
Arizona
was
State.
kind of where he was displayed and talked about all week long. And it's funny you like Caitlin Clark, but you got a problem with Scatterboo. I like
Yeah, he's
Scatterboo. I think he's a good player.
He's a bum. Detroit Lions starting quarterback Jared Goff. He's now more of a Lion than he was a St. Louis Ram or LA Ram. They beat the Rams 42-27. I'm sorry. No, they didn't beat the Rams 42-27. When he was with the Rams, his final record was 42-27. Now with the Lions, he's 43-26-1. But prior to this last victory, last week, he was 42-26-1. Same record with the Rams. But now he's played his 70th game with the Lions. So he's played one more game in Detroit than he did when he was in LA with the Rams. He's on pace right now, Doug, to have the best season of his career, and he's had some wonderful seasons. So shouts out to Jared Goff and the Detroit Lions. He's a great quarterback. We're happy to have him. All right, Tree, I'm done. I realized that I do such a diligent job of taking notes. And shouts out to the In the Huddle with Joe Ham show that we do on Wednesdays. Had a great show on yesterday, but I didn't get through all of my notes. I wanted to make sure that I hit those last 2 before we moved on.
No problem. No problem here. We've established that I'm now going to be up at 4, out at 10. So.
Y'all go ahead for 1 second. Hold on for 1 second.
Well, Tree, we appreciate your
Hey, how's your phone working out?
Did you send me something?
No, did you get a cat? Remember?
Oh, yes.
Applegate.
I have a new phone. Yes, I have a new phone.
Wait, what phone is that?
Oh,
you must have the Plus.
The new iPhone 17.
Oh, that's why it's one camera. Okay.
Yep. And I have the lowest level of the 3 that are new.
Oh, I love those. Oh my God, you look so hot. Oh my God. Yeah.
Yuck.
Thank you, Tree.
That's nasty.
I love those.
And honestly, man, I would rather you wear those than show the whole world that cocoon you got in your eye.
This is
Tree,
working.
what's the shades called in Detroit that they be wearing? What they call?
Gazelles?
No, not gazelles. Buffs.
Oh.
You never heard that
I
term
was
before? You've been
gone.
gone from Detroit too long.
Yeah.
They actually got a movie. They got a movie on Tubi by these 2 young dudes that does a bunch of movies. And the name of the movie is called Get Buffed.
That's it. That's it, Uncle Mike. Now, if Stiff brought his ass in here, we got a good show. We got a good show. If Stiff brought his ass in here, and with Isaac and Stiff.
I watched baseball last night with Sniff, and I had to make sure my kids was in the bed because Sniff does his thing as if it's legal and it's not illegal to do what he does. Right in front of everybody. He'll just, toot up. So shouts out to Sniff.
Ron Lee, you right. This is very fitting. All right. We got 30 to read and probably 25 are donations. And we love y'all. And we thank y'all so much. From Loose Neck Side, Doug came out of the dentist's office with no cavities and saw Derek Grove made the call.
I got a
thank you, Loose Neck.
I got a conference call later on this afternoon about this ninja.
So what's our take? I mean, what's your take? How much? What's the check looking like?
I can't discuss that.
Can we go on a trip?
I can't discuss that.
Julian James, thank you so much. What up,
Julian?
What up, Julian?
My cable bill. My Yanks are out, but damn it, Colts are still on fire. Why the best pitchers don't want to wear the pinstripes anymore?
Right. They were limited in pitching, and the bats didn't come to the table like they needed them to. Aaron Judge stood up and made plays when he was needed. Stanton didn't come to the bat. Chisholm had one home run in the series, but the bats wasn't what they needed to be. I expected more from the Yankees, but the Blue Jays got a real good team. Shouts out to Vlad Guerrero Jr.
You know what we need to do, man? And everybody knows we really don't get into a lot of baseball. To be honest with you, I find
it's been really good though, man.
It's kind of boring to me, but I really do get into it in the playoffs. Maybe we should get our boy Mark Gray on, man.
That's a great idea.
In DC to talk. He's on the station as well on WGPR. Maybe we should get Mark Gray. Mark Gray. His name is Gray. Mark Gray is a baseball guru.
Aficionado. Yes.
Aficionado. Yes. So maybe we should get him on. I'll make a call to him.
Frederick Anderson, good morning. Blessings to the Stews, Tree, and Arley. Thank you so much. We received those blessings. Dark Sun Rider, where are you riding? Where are we riding? Thank you for your donation. If you have any commentary, please come on in the room.
Do you want to ride
in the backseat of a caddy?
Big John, we appreciate you, Big John B.
Top it up to do or die.
Later.
Do you want to ride? All right, go ahead.
Thank you, Big John B.
Thank you, Big John B.
Doug likes stats when they justify his emotional takes.
Right, we
Doug
know that.
Listens to reason, fam.
Right.
If you can get a vet over a rook, you do it.
Yeah, no question. No question, John. But John, we know what his stilo is, so we can't act like we don't know. It's okay, John.
What I'm telling y'all is Joe Flacco is a hump. That's what I'm telling y'all. And no reasonable person, GM, would come into the season thinking that's a good idea to start a 40-year-old Joe Flacco, who's been mid his entire career.
Over a rookie that has zero experience in the league all day. Over a rookie that's got zero experience in the league all day.
Osiris, every time Ryan says Super Bowl winning Joe Flacco, that's his way of credentializing him. It's all about reminding y'all he's got that ring. Thank you for your donation
Thank
so
you,
much.
Osiris. And if I'm lying, I'm flying. I'm only speaking the truth.
You be flying.
I'm only speaking the truth. There's some greats like Dan Marino who always gets thrown in people's face. He ain't got no Super Bowl ring, but Flacco do.
Sydney Action Jackson, thank you so much. Baller award to Asia Wilson, 34 points, 14 rebounds, 4 assists, 3 blocks, and she hit the game-winning shot. Aces up 3-0 in the final.
That's out to Asia Wilson, 3-0 in the finals. It's been so glorious. It's been so glorious not to hear this Caitlin Clark conversation over the last couple of months.
Arley, get ready. We have a request.
Shouts out to you.
Wait. I got to move out.
Y'all want to see my shirt?
Yes.
2 Live Stews, baby.
Thank you
Eric
so
David.
much. We aim to please. Thank you,
Thank you,
Mr.
Eric
Eric David, for your donation.
And you can
Any
get
other-
gear and merch at 2livestews.tv. It's there for you.
Well, you can just go ahead and scan that QR code at the top left of your screen. I guess it's your left. It's on my left. Thank you, Eric David. Calvin, aka Big Jeff. I love this. Douglas, look up.
Top five.
I think that's the next one. Or either that's the one before Ryan beats you for the win. I don't know, but this is a good one.
I'm more connected to them streets in South Carolina, just like I'm more connected to them streets in Alabama.
This is it.
It's like I'm more connected to them streets in Detroit. I'll win it. Trust me.
Can
I'll
we say
win it.
it's Doug? What do you think?
After the win. Something good could pop up over the weekend. But yeah, that's a good one right there.
Well, whether it does or not, this needs to be, if it's the last one, it should be this one.
I'm one win away from being the all-time first champion.
No, you're not. No, you're not. You're two wins away.
Two. You got to get two, honey.
You can't even count.
Y'all keep moving the deck. Y'all keep moving the deck, just like them cheetahs in the fantasy football league.
Speaking of cheetahs, does anyone want to go to the cheetah with me on the last day that is open? Send me a email.
They're shutting the cheetah down?
Yeah, we finna go up there.
I didn't know that.
Go up there and hang out. Big John, thank you so much. Dolly Parton says she's fine. Pray for Dolly's Big T. Pray for Dolly Big T's Parton. She did a video yesterday and said she's all right. She didn't take care of herself. Thank you so much.
You, Big John.
Till Dog, $5 donation. Stop tripping over Cardi B's twerking and crazy behavior. Madonna did all her ratchet stuff while raising kids, and nobody batted an eye. Thank you.
Y'all know what it is. It's just a way to. Madonna got the complexion for the protection, and Cardi don't. That's all it is.
Osiris. Cash Money versus No Limit. If No Limit had Mystical, it'd be a blowout. Without him, it's going to be a tight one. But I think they said he's out of jail, right?
Hey, Mystical back on the streets, ain't he, Doug?
I'm not sure. That's a good question.
Well, that's your
shout
area.
out to you, Osiris. Thank you, Osiris. We appreciate you, bro.
Earl McDowell, thank you so much. As you can see, I tried everything in my power to run that segment in order. And Doug, I did hate to cut you off because it's important for you to set things up. But,
shout out to you, Earl McDowell.
Brother Babe called from the great beyond. # Stu's historian. Thank you for your
Brother
donation.
McDowell, thank you for the.
And I don't know why
Brother Babe.
I don't know why you're dubbed. You being dubbed the Stu's historian bothers Tree so much, but she'll get over it eventually, McDowell. Thank you, McDowell.
I do not give a fuck.
Ignore him, Tree. Go ahead.
It bothers her. Whenever we ask for
get ready.
some historian stuff, it bothers her.
Please get ready. Mr. Melvin Eccles.
Shouts out to you,
My
Melvin
man,
Eccles.
Melvin Eccles.
Damn, big dog.
Oh no. Let's read this before you get into your situation. What's going on, everybody? First, big ups to Asia Wilson, who dominated last night's WNBA game 3 with the one leg out. Game 3 with one leg out. Second, big ups to Rel Scott for my custom shirts on the way, and Big Homie will be in town in a few weeks. We're hanging out. Last, big ups to Mays High School homecoming this week. But
Shout
hold
out
on.
to Mays High School.
No, not yet, Ryan, not yet. From Melvin Eccles. No,
Wait a minute.
Appreciate you,
Tree,
Melvin Eccles.
is this another 100?
don't listen. Yes.
This is another 100? Yes.
We appreciate you, Melvin.
Thank you, Melvin.
Yeah.
Don't give Ryan any of it. The best show on YouTube, 2 Live Stews,
For the record,
Doug Ryan,
to date,
Tree,
I have
and
not
Arley.
received one damn penny to date. I have not received
Me neither.
not
Me neither.
one
That's fine.
damn penny.
Let's go.
Nothing.
Let's
Go ahead.
go.
I ain't
Go
gonna
ahead.
say nothing. We truly appreciate and love you guys. Can someone tell us, is Mo Brown still having a homecoming with no
Yes,
football
they are.
team?
Yes,
Shout
they
out to
are.
my first college. I enjoyed every moment. Melvin Eccles, you are heaven sent.
I like
Take
this
it
guy.
away,
I
Ryan.
like this guy even more. He went to HBCU. I
God
didn't know
bless you, Melvin
that.
Eccles. Melvin Eccles, pay attention to Black Diamond in the chat. She also
Yes.
is a Moby grad. She'll tell you what's going on with homecoming.
And we'll be down
My
there.
understanding, there is still a homecoming for Moby this weekend, even though they don't have a football program. But if you go down to Moby for homecoming and have a problem with your car and you need it moved, Bay 11 Towing, Melvin Echols is the proprietor. 404-770-6949.
Take a screenshot.
404-770-6949. Melvin promised y'all two things when it comes to his company and his services and the litany of trucks that he's got. One, he promises fair pricing. He's not going to price gouge and hit you across the head. He's also promising to be to you in a timely manner to make sure you're safe on these streets. He don't make his people wait. He gets to you quickly. Thank you, Melvin. We appreciate you.
Oh, man. Shouts out to the great Melvin.
Damn. That's awesome, Melvin.
Yeah, it is. Thank you.
Dude is our guardian angel, man.
He's a blessing, man. He's a blessing.
Appreciate it.
From Lavrell Hawkins, thank you so much. You have to find the audio of when Mel used to call into the show Talking Ish. He still calls into
Brother Historian, you hear this?
Radio.
You hear this,
Mel.
Brother Historian?
So, Lavrell,
He
you
used to
still hear
call
Mel on
every
radio?
show. Yes.
Wow.
No, Lavrell is not in Atlanta, but I hear him on WAOK. When I used to work at another AM station 10 years ago, he calling up there to talk to Griff and Tony.
Can somebody get in contact with Mel from Southwest Atlanta?
Maybe Walter. Walter might be able to.
Because I think that Mel would like to listen to our show. He was an avid listener. He used to bust Ryan's chops all the time.
But do you think he knows how to use this orifice?
That's the problem.
Shouts out to Lavrell and the World Changers. It's a brand that encompasses 3 distinct platforms, each with unique focus, but sharing the common goal of creating positive change for individuals and communities. Give Lavrell a call at 919-764-4626. We appreciate you, Lavrell. Thank you, man. Thank you very much.
Another day one contributor, day one of us here. Frederick Anderson, thank you so much. Next play interview with the facsimile of Yao Ming.
That
y'all's
Yao Ming is one of the
historian
best.
better be writing down all these notes.
We definitely have the Yao Ming.
Tree, stop hating on him. He doing what he do. Stop hating on him. What did McDowell ever do to you, Tree? Golly. You're so saucy and sassy when it comes to him.
No, I'm saucy and sassy.
What up, champ?
Corey Robinson.
We appreciate you, dog.
Great day. Quick debate. Who is more
at homecoming too, bruh?
He was there. I saw he was all over the internet sharing. Great day. Quick debate. Who is more athletic, Barry or Dion? I've been debating all week. I say Dion. What say you?
Yeah, that's easy. Wow. Dion, you may have missed it, bro, but we've had discussions about this. I can make a valid argument that Deion Sanders is the greatest football player of all time. The greatest player ever to touch a football field.
Yeah, I agree.
Great running back, but he ain't no Deion Sanders.
But when it comes to being more athletic, Barry was running the ball and not getting touched, sir. Barry ran the ball for over a decade, had a 2,000-yard season where the 3 years I played with him, I only remember him getting tackled one time. That was from John Lynch and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers in Tampa Bay. Barry jumped in the hole and got caught. That's one time.
You know,
I don't know about this one, sir.
You know I love me some Barry Sanders, but you sound like a shield right now. Everybody knows you just Barry's your guy, and so it's not even comparable.
Well,
Barry Sanders didn't return punts. He didn't return kicks.
Well,
he didn't line up as a wide receiver.
Not because he couldn't. He returned kicks at Oklahoma State. Not because he couldn't. Yeah, he returned kicks at Oklahoma State. He did that well. But when you're the number one running back for a team, when you're the face of the franchise at running back, you're not catching punts and kickoffs.
We all see what's going on here, man. Let's go to the next one, Tree.
Yeah, when it comes to the Sanders, the Sanders and the last name of Sanders, I don't know. I mean, Barry's beyond athletic. I don't know, man. I don't know.
Osiris.
I put up yesterday. What did I put up yesterday? You're watching and I need to go and check the results, the where it's at right now, the status.
No, I won the top 5 hands down. It wasn't even close.
No, it's another poll.
I put a poll up in the 2 Live News Facebook chat group. Is Joe Flacco a Hall of Famer? Yes or no? I think at this point it's probably got like 40 votes. 39 of them are saying hell to the no.
Who said he was?
One person out of like 40 said, yeah, he is.
That's the waste of a poll. I mean, why would you even do that? Trying to
No, but you in here arguing all of his merits. You in here debate me about how good of a quarterback Joe Flacco is. Joe Flacco ain't shit.
Real quick. No.
Ain't shit.
For the record, I wasn't debating you on nothing. I was telling you something. I was telling you that owners, general managers, presidents, head coaches, and offensive coordinators ain't going to start no season with a third-string quarterback, a third-round quarterback as a rookie versus a vet that they can get their hands on. I wasn't fussing about. I was telling you something. Yeah.
Let's go, Tree. I'm ignoring this guy. Go ahead, Tree.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm just getting clips. Y'all keep clowning. Osiris, thank you. Ryan said nobody cares about MAGA Snoop, but like the GOAT MJ said, Republicans buy Jordans too.
Shout out to you, Osiris. Appreciate
Thanks,
the love,
Osiris.
bro. Appreciate the love.
That's something else I gotta tell you about our chapter, bro. My chapter, bro.
From Flex Image Training.
He's very controversial.
Everybody's got one, man. I got one on our line too.
He's very controversial.
Thank
Flex
you, Flex.
Image Train. What? He voted for racism?
No, I don't think he went that far, but he likes
Well, if you voted for Trump, you voted for racism.
Well, I don't think he voted for Trump.
Oh, okay.
I just think he likes to stir the pot.
Stir the pot.
Let's put it like that. Yeah.
Shouts out to your Flex Imaging Training. We appreciate you, player.
Great show today. Stu's classic hit.
Thank you.
Both Tree and Arley snuck in their other talents this week. Wink, wink. Oh, best to only listen while driving.
Thank you.
Like, what other talent? From Kim Jane. KJK, Kim Jane Kimbrough. Blessings to the Stews, Tree, and Arley.
Thank you, Kim.
Thank you.
Kim. We appreciate
We
you, Kim.
appreciate you. Okay. Methuselah, great show. Keep raising the bar, and we will.
Bless you,
Thank you,
Methuselah. We
Methuselah.
appreciate you.
He must be old as hell.
Aggie Pride.
What's happening, fam? Paying my dues. Everyone enjoy their respective homecomings and stay safe. It's going to be an exhausting but great weekend at
the Aggies.
Jiho. Hashtag Aggie Pride.
You're going to AT, right?
I'm still debating it, man. That's a long
Get
drive.
this eye together, though.
Yeah.
Don't be taking them germs around.
You know what? I forgot I had these shades until just now.
What are they?
I have another pair of shades in the car, huh?
What brand is that?
I don't know. I bought
Something
these
from
when I
some
was
gas
in,
station. Something from some gas station.
No. These cost a nice penny.
Yeah, they look like it. From June B577, thank you so much. I wonder if Mark Sanchez will be deported by Trump, even though he's American. He FAFO'd here in Naptown. Yeah.
Yeah. Apparently
That
this
man
thing
is
pretty
suing.
serious.
That man is suing Fox too. Him and Fox, because they say he was working. He was on a job. He was on a business trip covering.
So they're responsible for him.
He ain't not-
Technically.
Fox ain't going to pay a dime to that dude for this case. Now Sanchez
Well,
is another
we
story.
may never know. Does he have the
true, too.
money?
Mark Sanchez?
Sanchez-
No,
he's
he
the-
don't have that
the-
much. What was the amount again?
I don't know what it is. I
I think
haven't.
it was like $100-something million.
Osiris, thank you so much.
Damn,
Baseball.
bro, you coming out the pocket, Q. We appreciate you, bro.
Yes, sir. Old MAGA
If
loving
it-
ass.
If there's any Delta Kappa bros watching the show, y'all need to do like Osiris and show some love to the bros.
I got
Wait,
two
who's
chapter bros.
MAGA loving? Osiris
Sai.
or
No,
Mark
that's-
Sanchez?
Those were there was some horrible allegations about Osiris. That's not true. though.
With a name like that, he can't be MAGA loving.
I saw him this past weekend too. Good
He's
to see
on,
you, Q.
He's on the Matrix. Isn't somebody named Osiris on the Matrix? From Osiris, baseball used to have around 18% Black American players in 1991. Now it's barely 6%. MLB shifted heavy to foreign-born players, especially Dominicans. That's why we don't talk about MLB like we used to. Do you think they pay the Dominicans less than they would have
Yes.
paid America? Yeah,
I bet they pay them less.
But the amount less they're paying them, the Dominicans don't give a shit. They don't care.
Right.
right.
But they come from the bottom of the bottom.
Right.
Which
And
would
so-
explain the shift. They're
Yeah.
trying to, and they're good. They're not just, they're good. Most of them. Rel Scott, Buster Award to y'all King LeBron for that whack decision. Peace and blessings to Arley for blessing us with the twins. I mean merch.
The decision was like 20 years ago. Let it go.
No, sir. He did a second decision on yesterday. did decision 2 yesterday.
Wait, what did he do? I missed it. What do you mean he did decision 2?
People thought he was coming to tell the world that he was going to retire, but he did not tell the world he was going to retire. He came to talk about a partnership he's got with Hennessy.
With Hennessy?
That was
Wait a minute. The first decision was okay because he allegedly did the decision and had this big production because he was helping a charter school or something, right?
Right.
Now you flipping it because you're trying to promote a spirit brand?
It was a marketing ploy, and it worked because the whole world was glued into what he was talking about at 12 o'clock on yesterday.
That's y'all boy. That's your boy.
Yes, he is. Shouts out to LeBron.
You do know that's why people LeBron had everybody. Well, we talked about this before. I'm not going to get into it right now. It'll take up too much time. Go ahead, Tree.
Brother Man. I forgot to put the song
Damn,
in.
Brother Man.
Brother Man. What up, though? Doug.
What
Ryan,
up, though,
Tree,
Brother Man?
And Lord of Mercy, Arley, have a wonderful weekend.
Yes.
Thank
you, Brother Man.
Thank you, Brother Man.
Hey, man, do you have a website or do you
yeah,
have
like,
a
what are
brick
we
and mortar in
doing?
Atlanta? Can we help you out, Brother Man? I mean,
was just about to say that.
Are you an
Let
artist?
us know what you want us to talk about. Let us know what you want us to talk about.
Thank you. And that's
Man,
for
that's
anybody. That's for anybody. If you donate $1, $5, and you have a website, if you have a brick and mortar in Atlanta, and we say Atlanta because we're in Atlanta, it's hard for us to promote your business with a worldwide viewership, and you're in, I don't know, Bug Tussle, Tennessee. Okay, so if you have a website, if you're based here in Atlanta, you have a brick and mortar here in Atlanta, with your super chat, post a website, post a website address or some details about how we can help patronize your business. Thank you.
From Earl McDowell, thank you for your donation. Most of the y'all clips are 5 minutes, plus let's negotiate for longer clips to be played on the show. Let's negotiate for more time then. Because
hey, Earl, don't worry. We'll take care of this. We got it.
Right. Don't worry about her being nasty, Earl. We'll take care of it.
But people don't know what happened in this motherfucker.
It's
like,
a lot.
and you're making it seem like I'm doing shit on purpose. No.
That's the same one.
I'm about to have a big one.
I know what I'm doing. From
you
Rel
don't know
Scott.
You keep playing the wrong one, but just go ahead, Tree. Shout out to you, Rel. We appreciate you.
Tree, ignore him, please.
God, you just keep shit started.
You just hush and push them damn buttons.
We're about to. It's called. All right, Cornell, welcome. Oh no, you're not new. Doug doesn't know Flacco won the MVP of the Super Bowl.
Nope, we don't even need to talk about it. Doug's got an agenda, and if it doesn't align with his agenda, he's willing to say anything to prove his point.
So, okay. so let me ask you this.
Question.
You think it was a good idea? And clearly it wasn't a good idea because they got rid of him 5 games in the season. Right. You think it was a good idea to start Joe Flacco game 1 of an NFL season at age 40? You think it was a good idea?
Over a 3rd round rookie and a 5th round rookie? Yes. The answer is yes. Over a 3rd round rookie and 5th round rookie, no question.
Go ahead, Tree. Never been done before.
Right.
Never been done before without an injury, without the guy getting cut. You can't name me a 40-year-old guy, and not only a 40-year-old guy, a 40-year-old guy that's been mid his entire career.
Julius.
The Super Bowl MVP was mid, and also you can't name me a 3rd round rookie or 5th round rookie that started for an NFL team. You can't. Other than Russell Wilson, and he didn't start the season. Well, no, he did start the season. Yeah, you can't name another one.
It's not the point.
Which proves my point.
They got rid of the guy after 5 games. So it was a dumb decision. They wasted snaps. That's what the premise of this whole conversation was. Those guys, the other 2 guys they have on the team, or somebody that maybe even Kenny Pickett would have been a better option than starting a 40-year-old guy that you had to get rid of after 5 games because he wasn't shit.
Julius 35C is right. According to Doug, Jesus is from South Carolina too.
Yeah, everyone is from there.
That's why they call it God's country.
That's why they call it God's country.
You're a fool.
That's exactly right.
Rel Scott says he didn't know Sniff was in School Days. One of those. Why didn't Stiff come today? I was looking forward to a good stiff one.
Yeah.
Tell him to come back. You stay your ass at home. From Andre Alexander, Doug and Ryan, what was the ladies name that always was in your chat rooms live? I'm talking when y'all went off air. What was her chat name?
Probably talking about Mocha Bella. Mocha?
I don't know.
Tiffany
I didn't even
Poodle
know
in
they.
Portland. Tiffany Poodle. No, Tiffany Poodle.
I think she's talking about back in the radio days.
Right. Not in here.
A woman?
She must have been controversial.
Huh.
I don't know. Tim Brayboy, man, he ain't studying Kwame. Kwame on YouTube. Stefan Asinine is on television every day. Two totally different things. Don't
Very
sleep
good
on
point,
YouTube, but don't sleep on. People
Well,
are making millions.
Yes, yeah.
It's gonna be
that
what's
would be us one
left.
day. Shouts out to
Yeah.
you, Bray Boy. That's a good point though. Stephen A. In essence, he's saying, well, I understand what you're saying too, Tree. Yeah, you shouldn't poo-poo on YouTube, but yeah, Stephen A. was trashing his son for
We're
the world
on
to see on
Stephen
the
A.
Full
did
Length
not
Network.
trash his son.
I don't know if
he
you
was
know
very critical
this,
of his thoughts.
Tim. We're on YouTube. All right, Jungle Brother. Never heard of her. We played that. I never heard of her either. In
Ooh,
fact, in my notes, I was like, who is this?
The Fabulous Moolah?
Yeah.
Yes.
If you're a wrestling fan that grew up in the 70s, you know who the Fabulous Moolah was.
Loose Neck said BNGB kicked it with Mike Tyson, and she said he had her walking bow-legged.
That's too much information on a guy's show, but
It's not. It's not.
We don't
Those
care.
be the-
We don't care about whether you can make a woman walk bow leg. Look
I
at
don't
this
think
shit here. Look at this shit here.
It's perfect. It's perfect. Demetria, how can we be down in the fantasy league? I think she means more females, maybe.
Shouts out to you, Demetria. Next year, to my understanding, we're probably going to do a bigger league next year.
We
A
should
lot
do
of
a
people want to
show.
get down. A lot of people want to get down, and we're going to do that.
Do me a favor. Shoot me an inbox. As you see the email right there, sme.dougshow@gmail.com. If we get enough people that want to participate, man, we'll put together a basketball fantasy league. Have you ever done fantasy basketball, man?
I have done once or twice.
Yeah, fantasy basketball is cool too.
It's a whole lot tougher because there's games every night of the week.
Right, that's the problem.
You really got to pay attention.
Baseball and basketball are a lot tougher because of all of the games. But if we get enough interest, man, we'll
I got to get down to the bottom of this cheating in the current fantasy football league first before we.
Oh, that's what I wanted to ask you, man.
Everybody's
That's
cheating.
Tree. Excuse
Yes,
me for
sir.
a second. Excuse me for
Okay.
a second. There's a common theme with you, man. Hold on, I'm sorry. There's a common theme with you. I don't know, ever since you were born. That if you're losing, you claim that someone's cheating you. Why is that? Why do they have to be cheating you in the fantasy league because you're not doing as well as you want to?
I'm typically the best in everything that I do. And if you're beating me to the point where I'm 8 out of 10 people, it's because you're cheating. But I get down to the bottom of it. I'll get down to the bottom of it.
And there you have it.
Yep.
Come on back, Tree.
I got a GM that is not taking the job serious as I thought he would. Justin Jefferson is up for trade. I was sick 3 times in the last couple of days that didn't allow me to get to my fantasy team and line them up the way I wanted to.
And it's
But
funny
I'm gonna turn it
because
around.
it's funny because you know excuses.
I'm gonna turn it around. I'm gonna turn this thing around, and I'm gonna get down to the bottom of this cheating. And then once this league is being run the right way, I'll make some tremendous strides on my way to the top.
And
When
who's
this
going to
league-
ensure that? You?
When this league is run the right way.
Not another party, impartial, like kind of what the Uncle Nearest people had to do, bring somebody else in to. Okay. All right. From Jersey Vern, Doug looked like a California raisin with shades on. I think it's attractive.
Thank you, Tree.
From Julius, Doug, sing "Walk On By" for us. And like in your Isaac Hayes voice.
I don't know the words. Give me another song that I know and I'll belt it away.
Okay. Demetria said, "Is Tree available to lay hands or something on Doug's eye?" Yeah.
I keep telling him if he just pees on some cotton and stick it on there, he'll get that thing out of there.
My eyes are healing. They look a lot better.
God bless you, Tree, and your eyes.
Look like bubbles. Thank you, honey. From Earl McDowell, the locals versus student dynamic is a real narrative in college towns at HBCUs and PWIs.
Oh, yeah? It's a huge issue. I mean,
we were right down the street from Techwood at Georgia Tech, and the kids from Techwood would come on campus all the time and check bikes to see if they were locked or not.
Nobody wanted it. Y'all was down the street from Snow in the Bluff.
Yeah, down the street from the Bluff too.
That's Techwood.
Oh, that's
is Snow in the Bluff?
Techwood and the Bluff are two different areas.
The Bluff is another place, right?
Yeah, the Bluff is across from.
I need to watch that again. It's been a lot of years.
The Bluff is what?
The Bluff is back across from the Dome.
That's right.
Mercedes-Benz, and Techwood was right down the street from Georgia Tech.
I wouldn't know. I would never hang out at a place they called the Bluff.
Would never hang out at a place.
You were crazy back up in there.
For the record, I never supported Trump or MAGA. Thank you for your donation, Osiris. People act like calling out Democrats means you're Republican. Nah, I'm for what's best for black people.
Right. That's what I say. That's what I meant.
Because neither one of them is right. Anyway, I ain't gonna go through it right now.
It's very controversial, that Osiris. We love him to death, though. Thanks for the donation, team.
Griff, thank you. Brother Rel texted me and wanted me to relay a message that he'd like for Arley to stand up again.
Hey, Arley.
Stand up.
Arley, you got a request. We got a request.
Come on.
Do it for the show, Arley.
Good morning, Hollywood. Good morning, Hollywood. Yes.
Thank you so much. We aim to please.
Candy. And then we have to come back to Tree. Gracious.
From Rel Scott, Shanae homecoming this week.
Cheney.
Yeah,
it's in Philly. You could tell somebody that never hung out on HBCU yard.
No, sorry. Homecoming.
And by the way, every HBCU has a homecoming, whether they have a football team or not.
Agreed. Yes.
Like Benedict, before they had a football team, they always had a homecoming. Claflin always had a homecoming. Allen University in South Carolina, they always had a homecoming. A lot of them center homecoming around basketball season too.
Yes.
Like whoever their basketball rival is, they'll have a homecoming surrounded around the basketball game.
Throwback 42. Shouts out to you, player.
He looks like an R&B legend on an episode of Unsung. Everyone, have a great weekend. My work is done here.
Thank you, Tree. You did
have
phenomenal today, Tree.
Thank you.
Love to see you go, Tree.
We got the best producer in the land, sir. Thank you so much, Tree, for all your hard work today.
Who you referring to? Back in the day at ESPN? Or when we did Black Men Reveal, that's the producers you referring to? Who you referring to?
I'm talking about our producer, Tree.
Hey, I got to give a big ups and an A+ to everybody in the chat. Shouts out to you in the chat. Thank y'all. We got over 1,000 messages this morning. That is content. Thank you for participating. Y'all have choices when you wake up in the morning. You didn't have to choose us. Thank you for being here with your boys.
Somebody just texted me and said, man, I'm seeing a theme here with your brother. He vehemently defends CC, Caitlin Clark, Joe Flacco, and Baker Mayfield.
Y'all grow up, man. I see sports, and when we talk about sports, I tell it how I see it. Race don't matter to me when we talking about sports.
Nobody said nothing about either. Nobody said nothing about race. You said something about race. I just named you three people that are overhyped and not as good as people think they are.
Right. That's fine, man. That's the just of.
You come on here railing against your big brother about Baker Mayfield.
Right.
And about Joe Flacco and about Caitlin Clark.
Baker Mayfield's playing the position better than anybody else right now. If the MVP was to come out today, he would be the one to get the trophy.
He is. I gotta agree.
Again, y'all can race hop and race bash to show dominance. When we're talking about sports, man, I tend to look at the numbers and the play. The eyes are what I use.
Baker's balling right now. I gotta agree with you on
that. Shouts out to everybody in the chat that gave us some super chat. We appreciate y'all, man. Another good day. We're here because it's almost there because of y'all.
I was trying to tell you to read the chat.
Please don't hang out in the bluff. Doug. Good time Greg was right. Yep.
Who set up the police?
We used to go back up in the bluff to pick up things that we couldn't just find on the street. And yeah, you could see some stuff in the bluff. No doubt about it. A+ to the people in the chat. A+ to the super chatters as well.
If y'all don't know what we're referring to, there was an independent film made in Atlanta, and when I say independent, I mean independent, called Snow on the Bluff.
Right.
You probably could find it on Tubi.
Yeah.
But it was a sensation. It was a hit sensation. Go and check it out.
Got to give Arley a A+ for an outstanding job today. Thank you for your contributions, Arley.
Thank you, Arley. Way to give it up for the team. Way to give it up for the team.
No, she's not giving up anything.
No, I didn't mean that.
Right.
Lawton's chicken sausage. Keep doing the stews. You need the sausage.
We appreciate you, Lawtons. I don't think that's the sausage they're talking about, though.
Yeah. Pause. Let's pause on that whole text message post. Man, you know what? I mean,
Snow on the Bluff
we
was
ain't got no
produced by
shame out
Michael
there.
K. Williams. Rest in peace. You know, I'll know him as Omar off the wire. Oh, Omar was that produced the Bluff? Snow on the Bluff. That's dope. Okay, shout out to you, Tiffany. Thank you for sharing that.
That's not Michael K. Williams. Michael K. Williams was Omar. Oh, I'm sorry. I see it now. I didn't know that. If that's true, Snow on the Bluff was with Michael K. Williams. Rest in peace. You know what? I do remember that. Omar from The Wire is the one that put some money behind the production of Snow on the Bluff. I do remember hearing that, I think.
Great question from Arley. Where can we find the Lawton's chicken sausage? Great job, Arley. I think we're not in on the joke, Arley. It's over my head, too. Shouts out to you, Demetria.
No, I think there's really some chicken sausage he's trying to promote. I'm getting a thumbs up from Tree. The way that read was kind of strange.
Want to give Tree an A for her performance on today. We thank you, Tree. Thank you for producing the show. Quick reminder before I give Doug his grade, because his grade may be a little shocking today. Quick reminder, on Wednesdays, Joe Hamilton, we do a show called In the Huddle with Joe Ham, where we dig deep into these sports, we dig deep into these numbers, and it was a great show on yesterday. Intentions were to go for an hour, but we went for an hour and a half. Shouts out to the great Joe Hamilton, man. We appreciate you, Joe. Go ahead, Doug. You want to say something?
I have one more thing to say. Thank you so much for the donations. Two things I need to say to you right now. One, just never forget, remember, okay? There are some evil people out there that don't want to see us succeed.
That's true. A bunch of devils.
They're representing the forces of evil.
That's right.
Okay? The second thing is share the show. Hit the share button. Tell people about your boys are back. It's very, very important.
Yeah. Yep.
Let's beat evil together. Let's defeat evil together. Tell everybody you know. Share the show. We appreciate it.
I think I just decided I'm going to day drink today.
What? What determines that when you day drink?
I don't have anything to do in the evening, and there's football coming on. Once I get done with the kids' pickup, I think I may just have a couple of day drinks.
After you pick the kids up.
After the kids. Thank you, Jack Young. We appreciate you, Jack. Great show. We appreciate you, Jack. Sir, if you don't go to A&T this weekend, we're having a bachelor dinner for Ace, my mentee Vince. He's getting married, man, next month.
Ace is getting married?
Ace is getting married. First time going down the aisle.
Speaking of Techwood, Vince from Techwood, right?
Vince from Techwood. Yeah, he's getting married, man. So
tell the story. You've been mentoring Vince, and mentoring is kind of, I don't know if you mentored this man, but tell the story how you met Ace over there off Techwood at Georgia Tech.
He was one of the kids that lived in Techwood that would just always come across the street because all you do is cross over North Avenue when you're on Texas
Trying
campus.
to sell y'all bottles of water and whatnot.
Well, it wasn't the water gang. The water gang wasn't there yet, but he would just always, he loved Tech football and knew everybody. So as you would walk by him, walking to the field, he'd be like, "Hey, Marco. Hey, Ryan. Hey, Lethon." He just knew everybody. And one day I'm like, "Hey, man, you need a haircut, man." After practice, Meet me at the dorm.
Oh, so you once upon a time did believe in haircuts.
I used to have a fro, and it's almost back. It's almost back. I'm growing it. Y'all will see here soon.
Okay, go ahead.
I used to have a fro, man. But yeah, he came to the dorm and hung out, man. And we cut his hair and bought some wings, and he was playing Madden with us, and he would come back every day. And one day we realized that even though he was only like 7 or 8 years old, he was also the weed man. So I said, you know what? For the simple price of a quarterback per month, I'll mentor you to make sure you do things the right way and you grow up and go to college and be your best self. He was like, just for a quarter a month? Just for a quarter a month. Deal. You come and stay over here anytime you want, Minty. Just bring that skunky skunk when you come. And we've been best friends. We've been mentor Minty for years. Best friends. He's a great guy.
Hey, I gotta give it to you. That's the funniest shit you said since we've been back, man. That's the funniest shit you said since we've been back.
But I wasn't saying a joke or anything. I was just telling you.
I know you wouldn't. That's what makes it even better.
I was just telling you how it is.
You figure out he's the weed man too at 7 or 8.
Right. Hey, Vince, every time you come over here, man, I just smell this smell. Oh, you talking about this? Wow, look how green it is. How a kid that's 7 or 8 was bringing packages with no seeds in it back in the early 90s. I don't know, but yeah, he was a great dude.
I never heard this part of the story, man. I initially wanted you to talk about mentoring him. 100 black men, positivity. And I remember it's revealed 30 years after, because I've known Vince since you've known him pretty much.
Right. You could
It's
always
revealed
get
30 years after the fact that Vince was the weed man.
His life has changed now. Russell cut the feed. His life has changed now. Yeah, he's no longer in those streets like that. But back in the day, you could always get 2 things from Vince. 1, a ticket. He was one of the best scalpers in the history of scalping. And 2 was some trees.
Wow. Hey, good luck, Vince, on that marriage, folks.
Told that cat
Good
one
luck
day,
on that
man,
marriage.
Yeah. How much money are you making, Vince? He told me, I said, well, I got some ideas how you could double that. I'm just joking. Shouts out to the 100 who really take mentoring serious. We got a great new group over at Mary Buckner, the school that I mentor at now. We got an amazing group of young men that I'm thoroughly enjoying, and they are enjoying us coming over. They are enjoying our weekly conversations. Outstanding group of young men over there at Mary Buckner.
Little did I know he was the weed man.
I'm giving you an A+, man. Outstanding job. Tree, hit the music. It's time for us to get the hell out of here. I don't hear no music yet.
The music's been playing in the background for the last 45 minutes.
I don't hear it.
Yeah, something's wrong.
I don't hear it.
Yeah.
God is good all the time, and all the time God is good. If you don't know him, you need to find him and show him love. That's all he's showing you. But I mentioned Vince because if you don't go to Aggie Pride weekend, if you don't go to A&T's homecoming, I'm coming to ATL, taking Vince to a bachelor dinner. We're going to go up on some rooftop downtown, enjoy some dinner, enjoy some drinks, probably smoke a cigar too, and then I'm
Where
going
the
to head back to
scrippers
Columbus,
at? Where the
man.
scrippers at?
Well, we're above that. We don't we that's not what people do for fun no more when we get this age. He's like, nah, I don't need to do that. We've done that enough. So yeah, we're gonna do dinner, smoke a couple of stogies, and I'm gonna head on back and get ready for my daddy duties when it comes to travel soccer this weekend.
I mean, I should feel some type of way. I was looking forward to the scrippers. And you talking about how y'all grown past that?
Yeah,
what does that say about me that I'm looking forward to the scrippers?
I just don't have the money to give to them anymore, man. I got 3 kids over here that demand every dollar, man. They deserve every dollar. I can't be up in them place throwing money on the floor when I got these 3 kids that just need so much.
How much money you think you've given to the scrippers over your life, though?
I'm not on Jermaine Dupri's level, man, but it's an ungodly amount.
I I don't even want to tell you how much that money would be today if you were to put it in an investment fund, a mutual fund,
a Roth IRA,
or get 8 to 9% interest over the years, the last 30 years. How much it would be now? I
agree, man. That's why we're not going to do that this weekend or tomorrow when I come hang out with Vince.
All right, well, I'm not coming. There's no need for me to come. I'm just going to keep it real with you. I'm not coming. And y'all ain't got no goddamn naked women.
Don't forget about In the Huddle with Joe Ham on Wednesdays. Don't forget about the Two Live Stews on Monday and Thursday, the Two Live Stews Experience. Shouts out to the good folks that caught up on YouTube to finish the rest of the show in Detroit, WGPR, Hot 107.5, FM HD2. We appreciate y'all. Y'all get an A+ as well. Y'all be careful in those streets this weekend. Don't drink and drive. Be careful. Enjoy the game. Enjoy the baseball. Joe mentioned it on the show yesterday. It's the time of year where we're seeing 5 different sports being played: college football, college basketball, baseball, basketball, and
NBA
hockey,
and NFL.
And hockey.
That's more than 5.
That was 5. Hockey, NBA, NFL, MLB, college football. That was the 5 I was referring to.
Okay.
Again, if y'all missed it, God is good all time. All time God is good. If you don't know him, need to find him, show him love. That's all he's showing you. Nothing but love. Peace. Thank you. Thank y'all so very much. Peace. It's weird not hearing the music, man. I don't like that at all.
Yeah, the music been playing literally for 45 minutes. Go back and watch the replay. You'll see. You got to fix that. It's some type of adjustment you got to make to your settings. That's